and continue. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Just everyone hold your horses. Everyone just hold freaking horses. Everything is everywhere. And I have no idea if this is even working. We no holding of the horses. Uh-oh. Oh, hold up, I can't even hear anything. There we go. Nay. Oh, no, not nay. Anything but nay. Okay, hang on. Oh, we got a front row center of the drink, but not the actual thing we're doing. Oh my gosh, hang on. Is that wait? Is that works better? Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, you know what? Let's put this over here, closer to my phone. I don't know. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? How are we doing this fine weekend? Hope we're all having a wonderful weekend. Hope whether it's just starting, whether you're halfway through it, whether it's an early birthday, whether it's a late birthday. Sorry, I just did a lot in the last hour, and I just need to chill for a second. I apologize if I'm going to come through a little echoey tonight. I'm going to be like leaning away from the microphone, so I think the best thing we're going to get is I'll do this. Turn up the mic. I really cannot turn up the mic. If we turn up the microphone, I'm going to end up blowing out. Like, it's just not going to sound super good. Turn down for what? Oh my. I mean, I can do this. Like, if we're just sort of chilling and talking, hopefully this is okay. But I'll be working on stuff, and I'm not sure how that'll come across. Sounds like you're using a different mic instead of the good one. Well, to be fair, like, it is the good one. It's just this one is designed. This one actually, if we really want to get into it, this one's actually designed for like ASMR and like podcasting and stuff like that. It's not actually designed for like like streams with a lot of mobility and a lot of like laughter and yelling, which is kind of what I do normally. So unfortunately, this microphone is actually not super great for my stream, but I paid money for it, so I'm going to use it for a good couple of years before I find a different microphone. But for now, this is what we got. For now, this is what we got. So we're just going to have to run with it. But yeah, I can't really like turn up the microphone anymore, because if I do, I'm going to start sounding really weird. So we'll work with this. It'll be fine. But thank you everyone for the wonderful early birthday wishes. Yes, it's not quite my birthday just yet. We are a little bit early. We're a couple days earlier. But that's all right. We'll pretend, because on Monday I'll probably be streaming still, but I'll be streaming with Wetterstore. But I don't want to sort of take over the stream I do with Orb because it's my birthday, if that makes sense. So I thought, hey, Saturday's an easy day for me to do my own thing. We can do a bit of Lego. We can drink some cider. We can just chat, have a good time. That's kind of the goal. And yeah, that's kind of the goal. I didn't really want to do anything else. I just wanted to chill. Oh dear. It's weird you sounded better on Good stream. Well, that's absolutely, because like I did sound better because I wasn't like working on positioning for a camera as well as, oh my gosh, Pirate Eggs. What? Oh, thank you so much, Pirate Eggs, for the gifted subs. Humpty Hamburg Dayo. Thank you. Oh, and Joe, I do wish you were feeling a bit better. I do see your message there, so I hope you are feeling better, mate. Just keep resting. Just that's pretty much all you can do. Rest, stay hydrated, and just focus on chilling. That's what's gonna get you better faster. And you know what's going to get you better? A gifted sub. Because you were part of the gifted subs from Pirate Eggs. Denny, Joe, and Cuddly Raptor. Holy heck.
83 peak.
Oh my gosh. And then Noctia with the Prime. What? Noctia with the Prime that, again, I pay for. Thank you, Noctia. Also, that dong when I freaking moved that microphone. I should not be moving the microphone as much. I need one of those, like, arms that, like, I need one of those arms that allow me to like move the microphone freely. Also, you can't see my feet on the screen, can you? No. I was just worried, like, you can see my feet, but you can't. What? Oh my gosh, we're in a hype train? Heck! Oh my gosh. Aren't I glad I didn't say every time like something happens I drink, because that would be terrible. And be completely against the TOS. Oh, that is I got the sweet cider this time. I didn't get the beer like cider, I got the sweet stuff. The stuff I could drink all night without really realizing what I'm drinking. Thank you, Danny, for the bits. Thank you, Noctia, for the Prime sub, and thank you, Pirate Eggs, for those gifted subs. I do appreciate it. Now, I will address the elephant in the room. And no, it's not me. I know I've been eating a lot lately, but I'm not the elephant in the room yet, thankfully. But if there is anyone out there that wants to do something for my birthday, whether it's a gift or something like that, we do have the Throne wish list that is live. I know not everyone likes using Throne, but it does exist there. There is a few things on there that I need, i.e. a new headset, a new chair. So if you are thinking of doing anything, and again, no one has to. It's there. If someone wants it, there are a few things there that I'm sort of saving up for and sort of looking towards getting. As well as the final in my diorama set. I actually own all the dioramas except one, and it's the one that's on Throne. So I'm actually kind of looking to finish the collection as well. But that's more of a personal thing. Everything else is actually necessity almost, I think. But yeah, that's there. If anyone wants to do anything, just thought I'd quickly throw that out there. But that's not the focus. The focus is just doing some Lego, which is cool. But yes, how's everyone's weekend going? I had a very chill day. I've been watching Witcher, the new Witcher series or season, which is all right. I mean, a lot of people are going, it's not as good. And I'd agree it's a little political, but overall, it's been a pretty all right season. I quite like it. Been chilling there, watching it with Noctia. It's been nice. Joe, you ran. We don't have the music on. Oh my, sorry, chat. I just realized. I'm like, why is everything so quiet? It's because I didn't turn on the music. Oh my gosh, give me a second. Hold on. I knew I forgot something. Oh my gosh. I said to Noctia, I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember what it is. And I said, it's probably not important. It probably wasn't important. So I'm like, why? Oh, wait, now you don't want to open. Okay, now you're opening. All right, are we on? Okay, we are. All right, this will either be really loud or be okay. Let's turn it down. All right, is that coming through? Is that coming through? I think that's coming through. That's coming through pretty good. Let me know if you want me to boost it a little bit. I can raise the volume on the music, which is good. Oh, all right. Slightly. I can boost it a bit. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. It's a little loud for me, but I can handle it. All right. Joe, you ran the doctors twice today. First was the VEDCERT extension. Second was because you thought you had an allergy. Oh, shit. Yeah. The last thing you want is an allergy mucking around with tonsillitis and whatnot. And glandular fever, wasn't it? Yeah, heck. I have a coworker who actually just got over tonsillitis, of all things. They essentially caught the flu and then ended up with tonsillitis, which was just terrible. They really, really got knocked around. Who needs music? It wouldn't be an Aussie stream if things worked. Hey, I try, okay? Look, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of what you see before you was set up within the last hour. I'm not gonna lie. I really it got a little left to the last second, which is not great, but it's just how things worked out today. There was a trip, a little walk to a shopping center that Noctia and I had to do. We picked up some bathroom mats. Then we came home, and then we had to watch some Witcher. That was like on the schedule. We had to watch some Witcher. Then there was a little nap. Then I had to go get stuff that as in going downstairs and I had to get a cake. I had to get the booze. Look, it was just a day, all right? But the fact of the matter is, it's all here, and that's the main thing. Oh, dear. Yeah, glandular fever was the other option, but not yet. That's right. I remember now. Denny, you've been watching Twisted Metal. It's a dumb and violent, but fan dumb and violent. Oh, I love that. Hey, and thank you for the hype train, everyone. Thank you everyone for being part of that one. I do appreciate that. Really, really kind of you. Thank you. Paradox, you had tonsillitis a bunch when you were a child. They're like, let's just remove those. Yeah, like, let's just get it out of it, you know? At some point, it's like, it's more trouble than it's worth, right? Who watches The Witcher Watcher? Noctia watches The Witcher Watcher. But as Noctia is also watching The Witcher, then I'm also watching her, who's watching me, who is a watcher of the Witcher. But the problem is, who's watching the watcher of the watcher of The Witcher? The answer is undefined at that point. You go down an infinite loop that just cannot be stopped. So probably best that no one thinks any further than that. If you continue down that line of reasoning, seek help. Slap Aussie. Hey, I stopped. All right, I stopped. The straw ran away from me. Oh my gosh. Wait, they don't remove tonsils in adults anymore? The heck? I thought that was just like the easy get out of jail free card for getting rid of tonsillitis. If the tonsils are the problem, remove them. When you were 4, you remember being forced to eat a piece of dry toast? Ugh. Oh, the heal time is too long. Interesting. The heal time is... I mean, that would make sense. But I can't help but think that it also has something to do with, like... I don't know, you could bring out the conspiracy tinfoil hat and go, oh, the heal time's too long. We can't have adults out of the workforce. They need to produce so that, you know, capitalism can continue. But I mean, like, that's the conspiracy answer. The real answer is it legitimately would take too long to heal because it's in your mouth, right? So you can't actually do anything with, you can't eat, you can't drink. But like, how? That's like, but I mean, kids must do it. There must be stitches or something, or glue or something that they can use because they do it in kids still. Which watcher watches the Witcher watching Watcher while the Witcher Watcher watches the Witcher? No, Paradox, that sentence makes perfect sense. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. When you're a kid, you can, like, you know, twist your ankle and then the next day you're jumping on a trampoline again. An adult twists their ankle and they just freaking lose their mind. And then they can't, they hobble on a cane for the rest of their life. Oh. All right. Everything seems to be working. Touch wood. Touch wood. But everything seems to be working, which is pretty good. Stubbed my toe. Now, kids heal like a jellyfish. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a kid just regrowing a limb? Just. Oh, I lost my limb in a car accident. Like Piccolo style from Dragon Ball Z. Everything's working except Aussie. Hey, look. Kind of working. I'm hustling. It's the difference, right? I'm hustling for throne gifts. That's kind of what we're doing, right? Imagine being over 30. I know, right? Imagine only having 2 days until you're 31. Imagine. Double Doggy can confirm once cut a kid's finger off in a regrow. No. That reminds me of the Simpsons episode where Homer loses the thumb. He wants to get at the brownies and Marge just straight through the thumb, and then that's one of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons because you do Homer's day, then Bart's day, Lisa's day, Marge's day. I don't think there's a Maggie's day, but then they all like converge at the end. Oh, I do remember that's thumbs grow back. Oh dear. Oh, that is all good, Joe. That is all good. You rest up. I know you got to rest. All right. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the birthday wishes and enjoy that gifted sub, yeah? Thank you again. Trady, couldn't be you. I know, right? Couldn't be you. Couldn't be you. Milky Sweet, hello. Welcome to the pre-birthday stream. How you doing? Thumbs grow back, but it takes time. Yeah, it like takes a whole lifetime. I didn't tweet about this stream, but it's too late now. Apparently you used your thumbs for spaces. Not me. I tap. Is it not apparent in how I play games? on keyboard and mouse. How's my adorably fluffy self-doing? First of all, thank you for the compliment. No, you. Second of all, I'm doing fine. Feeling a little like not professional on that egg. Feeling a little unprofessional that I set all this up in the last hour before stream, but feeling pretty good that I set all this up in the last hour before stream. Oh dear. No, I don't tap type, but that's the joke. I like do a half, like I half tap type, half type properly. It's kind of weird. I have to look at the keyboard. If I look at the keyboard, I can type pretty quickly. And by pretty quickly, I mean kind of slow by actual touch typing sort of style. But if I don't look at the keyboard, I will make mistakes. So I do have to look at the keyboard. So I'm kind of like in this weird in-between. It's probably a skill I could work on. Don't really want to. It hasn't hurt me yet. It's one of those skills, like, would you believe riding a bike now is not considered a core skill? Whereas, you know, when I was growing up, like, you had to learn to ride a bike. Like, what the heck? Merriest early womb escape hatch anniversary. You know, no wonder later generations don't want to have kids as much. We call birthdays womb escape hatch anniversary. Makes it sound like the kid's like diving out of like a jailbreak or something. Paradex, you can type without looking at the keyboard, but you have no idea what keys are actually. Oh dear. Is it not? No, you're not wrong. Like Milky Sweet, you're not wrong. It like these terms are right. Like I've heard so many different terms for, you know, birthday, right? Or the day that you were birthed. And they can get progressively like worse. Actually, I can flourish on the table because you can kind of see my hands too. But it's just funny that like the younger the generation, the more horrifying they describe birthdays and the day of your birth. Since when did your keyboard have a J? Keyboards have always had J's. I don't know how to break that to you, Pirate Eggs. Remember getting your bike riding license? I never, Noctia just walked past the camera and distracted me. I never actually got my bike riding license. My dad just threw me on a bike and I was like, sink or swim. Test tube breakout hour. Tradie. Oh gosh. Bike riding license, what are you talking about? It's like the pen license. Another license I never got. Bye, Noctia. Don't shake your head. Oh my gosh, she shook her head at me as she walked past. It's probably because I called out that she walked past. And she closed the door. Actually, no, that's good. I actually can't close my door because I've got a tripod in front of it. In my haste of setting up this room, I forgot that I had to close my door. So there's kind of like a tripod and stuff in there. My exercise bike is still behind me. Like, little, little ramshackle, but we'll take it. You have a forklift license? That's cool. You know, we joke down in our Deacon and where I work, in the Kmart basement, that if you had a forklift license, it would get you all... I was going to say all the bitches, but that's kind of sexist. So I was going to say like all of the romantic partners, you know? Hydrate. Thank you, Dutch. Thank you, Dutch. Double Dutch? Double D's Dutch? What? It's the D's. I always muck up the D's, all right? Anywho, we should actually do some Lego, right? So I have a proposition for you all. I'm going to get rid of this. We normally use these, but I won't use them. I actually have two sets. Which set do you guys want me to build? Now, bear in mind, we might not finish it tonight. Because, you know, I take forever to do anything ever on stream. But I actually have two of these sets. And the final diorama that I'm missing is on Throne. Just, again, throwing that out there. The Throne link, ! Throne. But it's, which one do you want me to do? Trash compactor, because it's simpler? Is it? Oh, okay. Denny, your first primary school did bike riding tests? Oh, look, I just got an announcement from Discord saying that I'm live. Thanks, Discord. So Denny did primary school bike riding tests. Huh. No, we didn't go to the same primary school. That's interesting. I didn't know. Simpler for me? Oh my gosh. Trady, you were specifically banned from pen licenses in grade 3 due to your bad handwriting. So I legitimately used a pencil for everything through school, including my year 12 exams. I used to tell my high school teachers that they could take it up with that insolent worm, Miss Sheridan. Oh my gosh. You like the trash compactor because there's more moving parts? I know, right? The trash compactor actually has the... Oh. It actually can squash things, which is really cool. It's really cool. The throne room, though... The throne room, I'm not sure how easy it is to see. Sorry for the bad camera angles. But the chair does swivel, and you can change the seam to Palpatine doing some lightning, which is kind of nifty. But I got 2 people saying trash compactor. I got Noctia saying throne room because she wants me to build the harder one. Or not. There's 5 pieces difference between them, if that makes sense. Fear the wife? I always fear the wife. She walked past the camera or part behind the camera, and she shook her head at me, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? We do, yeah, we're a little spoiled right now. I got my Kmart bonus, so we're like, Lego! Become the trash man. All right, we're doing trash compactor. I legitimately thought we were doing the other one, but we're doing the trash compactor. Denny sealed the deal. All right. We will become the trash pandas. I apologize if I'm not as good as Nonda. If those of you who have seen Nonda's streams, I'm not I don't have a high quality camera pointing at the Lego. I'm not gonna get the I'm not gonna have the I don't know, I'm not gonna have it all sorted. I'm not perfect is what I'm trying to say. But I try. Also, this one came from Japan. Should I say that? This one actually came from Japan. Because you can't actually get the trash compactor in Australia anymore. Well, you can, but it's really hard to get. So I actually got this one from Japan. But I figured Lego's Lego, right? So it should all be the same. Oh gosh, I almost just spilled cider everywhere. That would have been a great start to the stream. We should find the right one. Oh, listen to me making all this noise. Yeah, hold on. 2, 4, 1. There we go. I knew I'd find one at some point. You have to wear cat ears to assemble it. That's the only difference. Actually, I never thought if the instructions were... I was about to say, I never thought if the instructions were in Japanese or English. It's Lego instructions. Lego instructions don't have words. What am I going on about? Although, what I do like about these diorama sets is that they have, scenes from the movies. How cool is that? I love this. I love the diorama sets. I can't believe the first one I got was by luck. My parents just thought, hey, Darcy might like this. They have numbers though? You're right. Imagine if I couldn't read the numbers. All right. So this is where the microphone's going to get a bit iffy. So can you guys still hear me? Is this still okay? In terms of audio? Or do I have to set up something else? Let me know, please. Double dorky, but see, now she can interact and pelt stuff at you without us seeing her. Move back further. All right, how about now? Is that I moved back further? Behind the curtain? I'm not... Scooch the music down. I can do that. Little more. I'm not entertaining this anymore. There's only so much scooching I can do, okay? All right. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Pirate Eggs. Thank you. I trust Pirate Eggs. The rest of yous. The rest of yous are telling me to go away. We can hear you a bit quieter than normal, which is perfect.
Egg.
Egg works. All right. I do want this to hold the pieces. Thank you for the eggs, pirate eggs. I do appreciate it. I always do. I'm going to channel my inner Balbs and say the less we hear you, the better. Well, too bad. This is the Aussie DevFro stream. It's not the, it's not the... I've mentioned this before. We should totally do like a I don't say anything for a whole stream. How dare you be so rude to my darling Aussie? Oh my god. Oh no. No, chat. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks to the Yoda build with all the single tiles. Oh no. All the single ladies. All the single tiles. All the single... I mean, what? Hang on. I'm just making sure my audio doesn't disappear. So, we've discussed this. We've discussed Lego building in the past, right? And how it probably makes so much sense to sort these. And it would be so much easier. Could be so much easier for me if I actually sorted these pieces. But I don't. Because I'm a madman. Alright? And this is what I do. You immediately look to your right where that set is standing. Could be worse. The Sakura frogs. Oh, Milky Sweet, you're talking about the bonsai tree, yeah? I actually had to do the bonsai tree for my dad recently because I bought him the bonsai tree. I need to rearrange some things. I need this closer. I think I'm going to have to move chat over here. Chat, you're now here. Is that okay? Move the drink away. No, closer. What do I want? Do I want the drink closer or not? Okay, I can do this. Right. What do we think? Does this look good? And then there's a bit of space over here where I can put stuff. Okay. All right, this is good. Yeah, the bonsai tree was really nice. And you know what? I could probably still be all right here. That piece. Oh! Just like yeeted my own earbuds out of my eardrum. All right, there we go. I think this works. We all right? I think we're all right. Okay. So let's build this thing. Let's hope I can read instructions from a bit of a distance. Who am I kidding? It's me. I can't read instructions to save my life. But yeah, I bought my dad the bonsai tree, and oh my gosh, heck. Oh my gosh. Hey, Callow Creation, thank you so much for the raid, mate. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Absolute champion. Oh my gosh. Chat, can we I can't actually reach my hype button right now, so chat, can you all make sure you get a whole bunch of hype in the chat for Callow Creation? I'm pronouncing it. Yeah, Callow Creation. Hey, Wooza, hello. It is a raid. Thank you. Callow Creation, thank you for the follow as well. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Aw. Oh, that was a little tricky for me to see. Sokolor, hello. Welcome on in. Ah, heck. But yes, thank you for the raid, everyone. I appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful stream, Kyle. What were you streaming? You were doing some makers and crafting as well. What were you doing? Were you building some Lego? Were you doing something, much like, you know, more like original than Lego? Also, to anyone, whether you're regular or newcomer, I do apologize if there's something about the setup that is a little odd, whether the audio is a bit off or something like that. I do apologize. This is not my usual setup. Usually I'm a little bit more game focused, so I've kind of cobbled this together at the last second. So just bear with me if things aren't quite right, and let me know if I need to adjust anything. Thank you. Oh, hang on. I need to actually read this one. What am I doing? Oh, we need 3 pieces. Okay. Hey, feeling frisky? May you be granted permission to hit you with an inappropriate pickup line for fun. Feeling frisky because you asked in such a wonderful, wonderful manner. Feel free. You are allowed one singular pickup line. However, Hopefully it's not too crude. Lunastra, thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. So yes, for those of you coming in for the first time, welcome on in. I'm Aussie DevPro. I'm a variety streamer. I'm live 3 to 4 nights a week, depending on my work schedule. At the moment, we're playing a lot of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, which we have not finished yet. Taking a lot of time to do that. And we do Dungeons and Dragons as well every Sunday night. Right now, though, we're doing a pre-birthday stream because I will be streaming on my birthday, but it is a collab stream, so I can't really change what I'm doing. So yeah, we're doing some Lego, building some Star Wars Lego. I'm building the oh, that's too far away. Oh, that's still too far away, but a different way. We're building the Death Star trash compactor, the Star Wars Death Star trash compactor. And it's gonna be awesome. Whether I finish it or not, I don't know. Oh dear. Hair's getting long, Linistra? It is. My hair is getting a little bit on the long side. But that's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the hair getting a bit longer. Kelly, do I software dev? I game dev, technically. Technically, I game dev. I say technically because while I do the game development itself, I'm not actively developing something as of this moment. I wish for that to change. I've just I was doing like full-time full-time work that wasn't game development recently, and I recently took a step back from that and went, what am I doing? I should be focusing more on doing other things that I actually love and enjoy, like more streams and game dev. So looking to get back into it, but I'm technically a game developer. That is what I would call myself. So I'm missing a few more bits. Oh my gosh. Sorry for all the noise, everyone. Lurk for a bit. All good, Pirate Eggs. All good. How's work? Work is fine. Work is great. As I said, like my work is allowing me to step back, which is really nice. You rated me because you saw Dev in my name? Oh, thank you. I quite like my name. You know, it's Kal-El, when I originally made this name, I was actually like actively working on stuff. So the dev part of Aussie DevPro was a little bit more, just a little bit more like, I don't know, real? It's still real, but like real, you know? You dev also, wait, also game dev? Oh, heck. That's really cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't spill my drink. That would be bad. Lunastrom. I think I'm gonna need. I mean, if you want to name drop, you can name drop, but I cannot. I remember Lunastra XO, but who you are, I just. Oh, Isaac, mate. Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, from work, exactly. Oh my gosh. Isaac, how have you been? Oh, Lunastra, how have you been? I'm so sorry. It has been. It's been a little bit. Oh my gosh. You've been doing well. Excellent. Danny, you're glad I'm jumping back into the game dev stuff. So am I. It's more of a I want to jump back into the game dev stuff at this point, rather than I'm definitely going to jump into the game dev stuff again, or as ASAP really. But look, we're gonna try. That's the main thing. Carl, you do all kinds of dev, game, web. Tonight you are making necklaces for your family in the makers and crafting category. Oh, that's really sweet. That's super cool. You're off? All good, Lunastra. All good. Thank you again for popping in. I do appreciate it. It's always good to hear from you, mate. I'll do my best to remember that it's you, Isaac, next time, yeah? But as everyone, I'm sure everyone knows, remembering things while streaming is super duper hard. I've like already missed a step. I missed that step. Chat, I've had like one cider so far, and I've already missed a step. We know this is what happens when I do Lego. So a Devin making and crafting like you? Heck yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love seeing software development in Makers and Crafting. Time to sleep? Oh, not a problem again. All good. Thank you again for that raid. And absolutely, if anyone else has to go and sleep or run away, or if it's just hit nighttime like it is in Australia and you're going to go out and party or something, go for it. It is all good. I just appreciate that you popped in, said hello, and enjoyed yourself. Oh, thank you, Dutch. You want to drink some of the beverage too? No dice. It is mine. Get your own cider. Get your own. Oh, Noctia. Noctia is saying we're going to get back into it. Oh, heck. Noctia is throwing the gauntlet down, saying that it's going to happen. If Noctia says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. She brings out the best in me. I didn't need this pace. What am I doing? I do need that pace. What am I doing? Oh, chat. Oh, chat. How, oh, it's got to turn. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? That doesn't fit that, though. That doesn't fit that, though. Hold on. I think having the instructions further away is not good, actually. Hold on. I need to readjust my system here. What? There's liquid there. Again, we raid Nonda a lot. There's another streamer by the name of Nonda who's an awesome gentleman from the US. Really, really calm, really, really cool, has a great voice. Really good at conversation as well. If you want great conversation, Nonda is super cool to chill with. He does a lot of Lego. Lego is like his life. And it's kind of, and he's made doing Lego like a huge part of his content creation. And that's super cool. Like, his setup is so professional. I can only like hope that I even get kind of close to what he's doing. Speaking of what are we doing here? Oh, you flipped it back over, you son of a gun. Oh my gosh. Why would you trick me like this? Oh, now I'm throwing pieces around in frustration. So does anyone else in chat enjoy a little bit of Lego from time to time? If so, what's your favorite Lego set in your collection? And if you don't build much Lego, just in general, like what sort of like crafting sort of making, like, because I feel like almost everyone has some form of outlet when it comes to like sort of creativity and stuff like that. Like, I know my mum like wants to like paint again. Denny, you want to make the flowers so bad. The botanical sets are really cool. I love the botanical sets. I'm missing. I'm not missing. They're right there. The bonsai tree. The bonsai tree. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The bonsai tree is really cool. So the cool thing about the bonsai tree is that you can either do the green side or you can do the sakura side, the pink side. Now, when you get the set, that was my chin hitting the microphone. When you get the set, the cherry blossoms is actually frogs. They're actually frogs. It's really nifty. One, two, three, four, five. I should have one more. Oh, chat. I'm being blind. Where's my piece? Where is it? The heck? Where? What? I can't see the piece. But the cherry blossoms are actually frogs, which is really cool. And I recently as I said to Milky Sweet, I recently put it together for my dad because he couldn't work with the cherry blossoms. It was a little too finicky for him. And my mum actually said, hey, why don't you put some of the green elements in with the cherry blossoms? And I was like, yeah, we can do that. See how it looks. And it looked amazing. I already need 4 of these, not 6. No wonder I'm going mad. No wonder I'm going mad. But yeah, the bonsai tree is super cool. I do enjoy the bonsai. Another one that was really good is the dried flower set. Has anyone seen the dried flower set? That one is very cool. Oh, it is so cool. Also, I skipped a step. Probably shouldn't skip steps. It's like not good. That's going to result in issues later on. The dried flower petals, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm going to work from the outside in because otherwise I'm going to get confused here. So I guess you do that. So do that. Then that. Then that. Then that. Then nothing. Alright, cool. Oh, Gaming Golfer, your power went out? Oh, shoot. Are you guys okay? Is it like a storm or something? You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not like just blocking everything. Noctir, you're probably going to end up with a tranquil garden at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, that's kind of like the more like the Japanese play set, if that makes sense. Not like a play set, but more of like a traditional like Lego sort of looking set, yeah. You love the browns and reds? Yeah, Denny, it's a lot. I'm not going to say it's brighter, but it's still muted, which I think is cool. But it's actually a bit brighter than you'd expect when you actually build it. That was like the first thing Noctir and I said. We're like, oh, it's actually a bit brighter. But it's still like muted. So it still captures the vibe that it's going for. Why did I throw that piece back? I need that piece. There it is. You had a storm blow through. Oh, shoot. You know, I woke up this morning, Gaming Golfer, and it was all sorts of dark and like, oh, just not great looking outside. I'm like, well, I'm not going outside today. Woke up an hour, like actually properly woke up an hour later, and everything was fine. Everything was great. I'm like, damn it, I could have had a whole day inside if it wasn't for you weather. And then Noctir kicked me out of my bed to go buy her a coffee, which honestly is fair. It was my turn to buy the coffees. But I was unceremoniously kicked out of bed. You miss making shoebox dioramas in school? You know, I never did like any form of diorama or anything like that. Ever. Was my primary school, while was nice and a good primary school to go to, and I wouldn't trade the primary school I went to for anything. It was, I feel like it could have been a little bit better. Like, I feel like there was a lot more, like, I think it has less to do with the school that I went to and more like the time period I went to it. I think I went through schooling at every stage, it was a transition stage. Primary school, it was the transition stage to schools relying on technology a bit more. Like we were still using poorly, might I add, overhead projectors and blackboards, right? With chalk and everything like that. And then in high school, they didn't really start properly having computer labs and stuff like that until I'd say like the second half of my high school. Like when I got into high school, it was there were computer labs, and then like every room kind of had a computer in it. And then by the end of my time in high school, we had smart rooms with smart boards and stuff like that. And then after I finished school, kids started getting laptops and iPads and all sorts of jugs. I'm like, what the heck? Where's my free iPad for going to school? Gaming Golfer. Fro, mate, here's a tip. You're at the age now where you're considered an adult. So if you want to have a day at home where you don't go anywhere or do anything, you can just do that. You don't have to wait for poor weather to have an indoor day. Gaming Golfer, I absolutely hear what you're putting down. Absolutely hear it. Again, that's part of like my recent mentality of stepping back from a lot of the things that, while yes, I could work, and again, I know I'm like super privileged to be able to like say this, but like I could work that 5th day every week, but man, it just sucked. It just sucks so much, and I'm sure it's probably better if you're working a job that you've actually like trained for and it's your career and everything like that. But going in and working, especially a retail job, for that 5th day, a heavy physical retail job that I was doing, just wasn't great. So yeah, don't worry. I'm fully aware that if I really want to, I can have a nice chill inside day. And for the most part, my day was nice and chill and inside. I just had to go out and buy some coffees and some pastries. Oh, we had some wonderful donuts. Oh my gosh, didn't we knock down? Wait, were they wonderful? They were good donuts. Were they wonderful donuts? I don't know now. I'm thinking about it. Were they wonderful donuts? I had the chocolate one. Noctia had the raspberry one. The chocolate donut was nice. Seeing more research into that 4-day week work is very promising. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But here's the rub, right? The world works on a 5-day work week. And companies are going to fight tooth and nail to prevent people from having that 3rd day off. Isn't that terrible? It's awful. They just how frustrating it's going to be and how hard we're going to have to fight to get that extra day off. Like, to be more like globally recognized. And I agree. Like, there's so much data out there now suggesting that a 4-day work week is just better for everybody. See, I was thinking the other day, right, that take retail, for example. Retail managers, I would say 90% of retail managers work 5 days a week. They go home, they have their weekend, and they come back in, right? And 9 times out of 10, unless you're on a rotating roster, the days you're having off are the weekends, like as in Saturday, Sunday, because you don't get deliveries on Saturday, Sunday because delivery companies don't deliver. Management, as in like head office management, CEOs, they don't work on the weekends, so there'll be no communication from any form of head office. So managers, store managers, tend to work the Monday to Friday. But then on Saturday, Sunday, what if you need to go to the bank? What if you need to get a haircut, but like the lines are ridiculously long? Like all the things. What if you need to do something with the postal system? Like before I started taking the Wednesday off, right? I would literally either have to be late for work or take an actual day off, use leave, if I wanted to hit the post office, if I wanted to go to the post office. And I just thought to myself, like, that's ridiculous. The entire world is built on this concept of the weekend where a lot of services don't run on the weekend because everybody deserves their weekend, which they do. But because the industries that are expected to keep moving, like retail, need their manager every day, that manager works 5 days. The solution is so simple. You hire 2 managers. You have one of them work 4 days, the other works 3 days. Or they both work 4 days with one overlapping, right? That way, both managers get a day off that's within the week so that they can go to the bank, go to the post office, do those things that adults need to do. And then they can also have the weekend, which is when kids have their time out of school. So they can go out with their kids, enjoy time with the family, right? But of course, retail won't do that. Companies won't do that. Why would they? Why would they hire and spend money on 2 managers when you could just have one manager do the same job, but not like, ensure that their life is like the best? The quality of life in like, I'm sorry, I've taken this topic and ran with it, but it's kind of like something I've really been thinking about lately. I'm not really building Lego anymore, am I? I'm just ranting. But it's sort of, it's just, why is everything built around saving as much money as possible, making as much money as possible, and then not like really caring about the life quality of that employee? And I'm not saying it's like, it's not a certain company I'm talking about. I'm talking about all of retail. I'm talking in general. Why is retail like this? Why can't they just pay for a second manager? If I'm telling you now, if any of the companies I work for said, hey, Darcy, do a 4-day work week, and we'll put on a second manager that also does a 4-day work week, both of you do one of the weekend days, I would probably still be with my... I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably still be a manager at another franchise somewhere. Yeah, it's all about capitalism, isn't it? That CEO needs that extra dollar. That shareholder just needs that extra buck, don't they? Thomas and Adrian, hello guys. How you doing? Welcome into my pre-birthday stream where we're building Lego, drinking cider, and ranting about retail. How you guys doing? Sorry, chat. I went on a tangent, and I probably shouldn't have. Thank you, Dutch, for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Look at that. And we did a step. Look how quickly look how quickly I did that step. The rant empowered me. Wait, you went AFK. Dutch, did you miss my entire rant? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a really well thought out rant, honestly. I thought that was actually one of my more logically thought out and impressive rants. I'm actually, I'm going to do this way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Now I can't see what I'm doing. This is I played this game before. It's dangerous. One at a time. Did I go back a promotion? Yeah, so to do what I'm doing now, i.e. to work the 4-day work week, I had to essentially reject the management role. I'm still a supervisor, but I had to reject the management role because obviously like no, and this is what triggered the discussion, right? Or the rant. No retail company is going to run with a manager only 4 days a week. Because why would they? Why would you pay 2 managers to work 4 days when you pay 1 manager to work 5 days and get the same output, right? But that's like, and again, that's not like a certain company. Ads. Oh my god. Get yourself. I can't win. I can't win with this rant. I start the rant and the people who would understand the most aren't at the screen, and then I started again, and then the ads are playing. I can't win with it. Oh my gosh. No more ranting, just Lego. No more ranting, just Lego. 5 clear ones. I've done 5 clear ones, so I'm gonna do a brown one. Thomas, how am I doing? Oh, if you wish someone a premature birthday in Germany, it brings bad luck. Ah, well. Thomas, you don't have to wish me a happy birthday then. Oh shit, don't lose that piece. You will never find that piece again. Okay, we're doing tiny squares again. I think there's a reason the second generation of... Excuse me, you can hear all my breathing, which sounds terrible, I'm sure. But there's a reason the second generation of these don't have tiles. It's because it was probably not the best idea. Willie hears you. Willie just don't care. All right, I hear a chat. I hear you loud and clear. Darcy, stop ranting. Talk about happier things. Let's talk about Star Wars. There's, it's kind of weird. Lately, I've been much more excited about the Star Wars. The fuck have I done here? I've been much more excited for the Star Wars Lego than I have for like additional Star Wars like shows and stuff. I think I don't know what Star Wars media and shows are coming out soon. I'm not super invested in Ahsoka. Like I watched Clone Wars, but I'm not like super invested in it, if that makes sense. Should I be super invested in it? A lot of is it weird that I want Star Wars shows not set within the movie period? Like, why is Disney so afraid to embark away from the movie period? Is it because they're afraid it won't sell? Or it won't generate views? Surely they could the Old Republic. There's so much Old Republic stuff out there. They de-canoned all the cool stuff from the books. Can't they just go back and adapt some of those books or something? I feel like there's so much there they could do. But then again, the writers' strike at the moment. So we're probably not going to get any new shows for a long time. By the way, I fully support anyone who deserves more pay. So continue striking, writers. You guys are doing good work. I want writers to get paid more. I don't want AI to take over their jobs. When you think about it, there was streams that were doing AI streams. Or at least there was an AI stream. And it was working well, I think, until it got corrupted somehow and started saying really bad things. Did anyone hear about that? It was go back maybe a year, maybe 6 months, when this whole AI thing started blowing up. And someone had a Twitch streamer that was purely made from AI. It was really weird, actually. But people were watching it. It was making money. Because, people who follow NFTs and and all that sort of stuff and AI, they got disposable income, right? Yeah, they changed the AI prompt programs and it had it unfiltered. Yes, I remember now. So they were using a certain database. And then that database went down, so they had to flip to another database. And that database didn't have safe search on, essentially. And it just went nuts. Oh my god. Do you see what I'm dealing with right now? Look at these tiles. Look, it's all tile work. This is why... Who said this was easier? Who said this was easier? This is not easier. This is worse. This one only has big tiles in it. Oh my gosh. I've been bamboozled. I was bamboozled. My poor back. My poor back. The tiles are all the way over there. I don't know why you thought the compact was easier. Chat said it was easier. Correction, Double Dorky said it was easier. Then again, Double Dorky was bullying me in Gouda's stream last night. Oh my gosh. In fact, all of chat was bullying me in Gouda's stream last night. I was playing Plate Up with Gouda last night. And we had this bakery. And the awesome thing is here, this is my stream, so I know I'm going to be right this time, okay? So, we lost on day 4 of our bakery, okay? Now, I will take some element of the loss in that I was being a little silly before day 4. But day 4, I was focused. I was really focused. And then we lost. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault, damn it. And then I clipped the clip of me not being my fault, right? And you know what happened? I put the clip in Gouda's chat and I got timed out. Because I wasn't a regular. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. I've never ever been more insulted. I got timed out by an Autobot. I've stuffed up. I've stuffed up. I've stuffed up because I'm doing it upside down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry, chat. You want a trash man, Denny? Well, I'm here. It's me. I'm the trash man. I was right until that point. Yeah, I was right until that point. There we go. That's better now. Okay. But Plate Up's so good. I enjoy Plate Up. It's not a game that I'd play by myself, though. It's a game I definitely only will play with friends. Does anyone else have that? Like a game that you cannot play by yourself and will only play with friends? I'm your trash, Noctia. Thank you. As long as you acknowledge that I'm your trash, it's all good. Dutch, you're not meant to lol at that one, alright? Noctia's being sweet. We don't lol when Noctia's being sweet. Alright. I think we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. There's like another 3 more steps. Don't celery me, Buster. There's no celery tonight. There is 0 celery. I'm actually out of cider. I should go get more. I got water. I can't reach it though. There is celery in the house though. Noctia, you were not supposed to tell Twitch chat that HelloFresh sent me celery this week. You were not supposed to tell. I had one rule tonight. That rule was don't. I've stuffed up. I think I shouldn't be doing this back to front. Hold up. Oh my gosh, chat. The entire thing's reversed. No! Oh no! The entire thing's reversed. Because I was doing it backwards in some vain attempt for you to see me doing it. Because if I do it like this, you can barely see. I mean, you can barely see what I'm doing anyway. I don't even know why I was trying to like... I mean, does it really matter? Do I just continue it backwards? I don't think it really matters. Because there's only... Okay, hear me out, chat. So, I don't know how easy it is for you guys to see this. It's probably... Yeah, you can't really see it because of the glare from the light. But... Okay. The only pieces that have studs are in the middle. Every other piece is just a tile. So I don't think it matters. You don't need to be drunk to do Lego. Yes, I do. It's Lego. Everything's for a reason. I don't think this is. Just make sure you can understand the instructions. I understand the instructions. I was just reading them backwards. All right. Oh my gosh. I have to like, I'd have to dig up all of this. Not one of these things is done right. You feel like this will F up later? Okay. All right. Okay. I will go back and fix all this up. I will go back and fix all this up. I will go back and fix all this up. Nonda would be proud of me stuffing it up or fixing it up. Actually, that's a good like that's kind of good in a way that I noticed it then. I noticed it because I made an actual mistake. Both. You need to focus on work, Denny, but you'll pop back in later. All good, Denny. Thanks for chilling in here while you could. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Okay. Where'd that go? Oh, went in between my legs. Thank you. It flicked up. Okay. But yeah, like, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, games that I played. So like, excuse me. Played Up is definitely something I would just do with friends. I used to play Dota 2, and that was only with friends as well. I wouldn't play Dota by myself. Like, I wouldn't choose to go and play it. Most like multiplayer games by their very nature, by their name, multiplayer, right? You're gonna play them with friends or play them with other people. But MMORPGs, I mean, I've said it a million times. I'm very much a solo MMORPG player. Like, I love games. For some strange reason, I love the idea of an MMORPG. But I hate not hate. Hate is such a strong word. I dislike the forced multiplayer aspect. I feel like MMORPGs should allow for solo play. They should allow players to do most of the content solo. Not all of it. I acknowledge that, like, raids and things are like a test of teamwork. I absolutely agree that there should be like raids and things in MMORPGs. But at the same time, I feel like dungeons and things, I feel like shouldn't force you into cooperative play. If you are leveled high enough, you should be able to do the dungeons yourself, honestly. Now, there are a lot of MMORPGs like Final Fantasy XIV that do a group finder, which is cool. Like, I like the idea of a group finder. But at the same time, you're still forcing the other players into interaction. And sometimes you get a really high level player that just, like, you know, that just zooms through everything. That was the great thing about Donk and Dice when Donk and Dice was around while we were playing Final Fantasy XIV, is that Donk really ensured that a piece just went flying into the nether regions. That piece is gone. I have no idea where that piece went. I'm going to go look for that piece. But, like, Donk and Dice always ensured that I actually, like, understood what we were doing. They would always let me solve the puzzles and stuff like that first, if possible. Okay, hold on. Emergency. There are two pieces somewhere. There are two pieces somewhere in this room. Okay, there's one. Alright, hold on. I need to find the other piece. Hold up for a second. Hold on. It's over here somewhere. Hold up. It's over here. It's just here. Hold on. There we go. I got it. Chat. I got the piece. It's here. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got the piece. Okay. Oh. I got it. Too close. Look. Wait. What do you mean way too close? I was there for 2 seconds. Take 27. I was literally there for 2 seconds. I don't know what you're going on about. There was nothing. Oh, my back. Oh, my back hurts. Because I'm trying to stay within microphone reach. Hold on. Let me sit properly. I'm trying to like sit straight, but also be able to reach everything. Hold on. Okay. All right. Chat, I'm sorry. I can't turn the model around so that you guys can see everything. Because if I do, then you're not going to be... I'm going to muck it up again. So we're going to do it from scratch. But this time, you're going to have to just watch my fingers disappear. Gaming Golfer. Final Fantasy 14 is now at the point where you can get through 90% of the content solo. The only thing that requires human interaction are the odd 8-person storyline trials. But now all the dungeon storylines... Oh, wait, you can do it with NPCs now? Sorry about that, chat. Sorry. That's a really long dong sound. Okay. That's really cool. I actually love that. That's really nifty. We had so many good moments with Final Fantasy 14. So many good moments. It's a shame that game was so wordy. It didn't make for the best streaming. I enjoyed it. But those cutscenes, some of those cutscenes were just way too long. But then again, I was also playing like the original content, like the first expansion. Well, the first expansion was great. Like I was playing the base game. Yeah, base game. Not only that, but in a couple of months they're expanding the free trial. They are. I did see that. How cool is that? Expanding the free trial. Oh my gosh, what have I done here? Oh my, what the? How did I do that? These tiles, these tiles are hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 brown, 3 clear. Not only that, but in a couple of months, you'll be able to play from levels 1 to 70 for free. The only time you'll ever need a sub is the most recent 2 expansions. I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, there's like other things that the game like locks you out of, kinda. But for the most part, you can play the entire game. Wait, main account paying for it. Once you do, you can't play for free anymore till 60. Wait, what? Really? Can you not? That's kind of weird. Really? So once you pay for a sub, you have to. That was your understanding? But like, what if you pay and then go, yeah, I like this, but then you can't play for a bit? Like, it might lock you out of features, but surely that's so weird. Okay, we're officially like 2 rows down. 2 rows down, chat. 2 rows down. All right. Doing this one-handed is hard as well. Okay, thankfully this is a larger one. Yes. Oh. I'm still thinking that the next MMO I'm going to try is RuneScape. I still haven't really... Dutch, and I know you're going to get angry at me, but I still haven't actually sat down and looked at the differences between RuneScape OG and RuneScape 3. But I do think that's still next on the cards. That YouTuber I've been watching, Settled, he's like 3 episodes away of finishing his Tile Man challenge. And a Tile Man challenge is where you need to acquire experience to unlock tiles within the game to be able to actually like move. And I love, like, the whole first episode is him essentially waiting and willing an NPC to walk close, so that he can do some thievery on the NPC. Once he did the thievery on the NPC, he was able to gain just enough XP to unlock a tile next to him. And by unlocking that tile, there was like a rat spawn or something, and he could start killing that rat for XP. It's actually a wonderful, wonderful series. And then the most recent episode, right? He had over 7,000 tiles ready to go so he could unlock an end game like dungeon. So he could unlock every tile in that end game dungeon. So he could then complete that dungeon over and over and over again, looking for an item drop of 1 in 400 was the loot table like percentage, right? And he needed like 6 of the item or something. And it took him over 300 attempts on this dungeon. It took 2 weeks of 9 to 5 playing of the game essentially to complete that. And it's just there are some people that do such crazy things in these games. And I look at them when they do this, right? I look at this stuff and I go, gosh, I wish I was able to do stuff like that. And I'm sure I could. Like, I feel like it would get boring to watch. Like that's my concern is less like my enjoyment of the challenge of these things, but more of the watching and how others would perceive it and enjoy it, you know? But here I am, who is literally watching this challenge. Now, obviously, this person settled. He edits the videos, right? So you're not watching him for 14 days straight, but it's a 40-minute video or something like that on YouTube. And I just keep thinking to myself, like, oh, to be at that point where like you can do your challenge runs and stuff like that, and then to have the ability to then edit it down into a video, or maybe have an editor help you or something like that. But still, oh my gosh, that would be like the ultimate change I would love to do with the Aussie Defro channel. Even is actually try to inject more of an actual like goal into the channel. And I'm not talking about a streaming goal where we have a follower goal or something like that. I mean like an actual like gameplay goal to achieve. And I think we kind of did it with like the crowd control Dark Souls 3 run. That was kind of cool. You know, we did the Dark Souls all boss run from Dark Souls 1. We almost did Dark Souls 2 all bosses. We didn't even attempt 3 because I've already done it technically. I did it in the time I played it most recently with crowd control actually. Okay, I'm now up to the place I was at last time, but it is now the right way around. So we're almost halfway through the tiles. Did I skip an ad? No. Okay, cool. All right, now I can actually move on. Oh, thank you, Noctil. Holy shit, I was meant to show the skydiving video tonight. I haven't prepped that. Damn it. See, it's on my phone. It's not on the computer. I could probably figure it out. But I kind of want to just build Lego. Keep your secrets. Okay, chat. What if I showed it on Monday? No, it'd be rude. I've been saying for like a week I'd show it on the stream. I will get it ready. I'll figure it out. Ugh, here I am talking about like trying to do challenge runs and like create a goal for the channel that like everyone can rally behind, and I can barely even remember to just set a video right, you know? What am I even going on about? Who am I kidding? Oh dear. Yeah, we have done all the stud, like the actual stud based pieces. Everything else is tiles. Everything else is tiles. One by one tiles. I like how all the original freaking dioramas did this. Oh my gosh, this is so time consuming. Oh my gosh. Keep my secrets? There were no secrets. I haven't kept any secrets. There's no secrets. Name one secret that I've kept. That's a bit of a... That doesn't really make sense, does it? The video. the skydive video. Oh, dear. Oh. One secret? Yes. One secret. Name a secret. A secret that I've kept. Although, if you all tell me one of your secrets, then I could bribe you all. That also sounds fun. I don't mind that. You're pregnant? Oh my gosh. That's not the right tile. Wait, what? Oh dear. Congrats, Dutch. Wait, legit? Are you just pulling my leg? Or was that like an actual... Because if it's legit, I'm about to... You're always pulling my leg. That's that weird pulling fit sensation I've always been feeling. The hell? Why are you under the table? Why do I always feel like someone's just tugging on my jeans at all times? I'm also expecting a food baby. We're pregnante with food baby. Trust me, there is no pregnante secret here. Like, look at me, chat, right? We just spent a stupid amount of money on Lego. Would we be doing that if we had a little mini fro on the way? I don't think so. Noctia might have bought lottery tickets in the in an attempt to win part of the 100 million or the 80 million for the last 2 weeks, the lotto draws. But we did not win 80 million or 100 million. We won 30 bucks. Paid 40 bucks. Won 30 bucks, roughly. So, nah. Oh, all these tiles are on a slight angle, and I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm on the final 2 lines, champ. We are almost done with tiles. Yeah, we won, but it was a net loss. But that's the thing, right? Like, it could have been worse. We could be down $40, you know? It's kind of like with the tiny bit of cryptocurrency I did. It could have been worse. I could have lost a lot more than like 40 bucks. I still take that as a positive. I still take that as a win. When you lose, but you have fun. That's still a win. That's still a win, honestly. That's not right. Darcy, what are you doing? It's okay. If your boss keeps slipping you Lego money every week, you're all G. Noctia, we cannot rely on your boss slipping you Lego money every week. As much as I want to rely on it, we cannot rely on it. Because if your boss is slipping you Lego money, that means you're having hard weeks at work. And that I don't like. I need to work harder on stream so we can attract more people. And then if we get more people in here, then we can eventually get you to work less. Right. There we go. Yes. Tile work is done. Look at me go. Look at me go, chat. Oh my gosh. We're building a back boundary. I would say that's the hard part done. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Noctia. GG indeed. G freaking G. Oh, there we go. Goes in there. And then there's some brown tiles. 4 brown tiles, to be exact. They go on there. All right. I don't know which one's going to be the back wall. Which one? I think this will be the back wall. This back bit here, because I think R2D2 and C3PO will stand at the back. That's actually why I really like this one. I liked this diorama because I had a piece on the back. That was really cool. The more modern dioramas don't have anything hidden in it. Yeah, I feel like I'm like already. I'm doing like they get you doing trash parts in the bottom. I'm like, wow, that I feel like that's the same thing, but the walls must do the bulk of the work. Yeah, it's all walls. Oh heck, okay. Oh heck, there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot going on here. This could be a tricky build. That might take a bit of time, but I should definitely jump into my next cider. I'm kind of waiting till the next ad break, but that's like 27 minutes away. What the heck? I've never seen this piece in my life. What is this piece? I've never seen that piece in my life. What the heck? And then I need one of these, and then I'm. What is this? What have I made here? What is that? What is that? I have no idea. All right. You love seeing the weird pieces. We've had a lot of weird pieces today, haven't we? So face that, yeah. No, he's just there. He's just doing his thing. I don't know what is that for. It's just trash. Here we go. We're gonna make some more trash. Is that a brown piece? That is a brown piece. It's hard to see because my light is all blue in here. What is that piece? No, I've seen this piece before. I have to get up. Hold on. Thank you. Minimal getting up. Oh. There we go. That'll keep us going till the next ad break. That'll keep us going to the next ad break. Thank you, Noctia. Now, don't knock that over. It's very key that I do not knock that over. And now we can hydrate again. Woo! Excellent. Excellent. Okay. What are we making? We're making this weird piece. That's not right. Yes, it is. So I was like looking at I was like thinking about like what to do next, right? Because we're playing through Zelda at the moment. And that's cool. But it's sort of like Zelda will come to an end at some point. And we're probably ages away from it, so I wouldn't get too concerned, chat. It's me we're talking about. But like, what am I going to do next? And I think... I don't know. Because, like, Baldur's Gate 3 just came out. And I'm like, that's really cool. And I bought it, and I've downloaded it. But that's a long game. It's a really long game, chat. Can I really be playing games like Baldur's Gate 3? I don't think so. I think what I should be playing more is like stuff that... not stuff that like has a definite end, but at the very least stuff that we can end without losing story and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like my ability to play through a lot of playthrough games is kind of stunted at the moment. Like I've got Sonic Frontiers sitting on my drawer or my shelf over here, and I can't do anything with it because if I was to start an open world RPG, like action adventure game, then I'm gonna be at it for days, weeks. It's not doable anymore, which is so terrible. Ah. That's like the eternal curse of getting older, isn't it? Is not being able to game as much as you wanted to, as you used to. And I can only imagine, Dutch, it would be like compounded for you because like you got kids and whatnot. What the heck? How have I stuffed this up? Oh, it was one across. What the? It lied to me. So you lied to me? The instructions lied to me. The instructions lied to me? It said... No, the instructions didn't lie. I'm a fool. The instructions didn't lie. I'm the fool. It's okay. Oh, shoot. That's it. We made it. Bag 1 complete. Oh, my gosh. Yay, random pieces. I got 2 tiles. That makes no sense. Put them in the corner. All right. 20 to go. No, there's actually not that many. There's only 4 bags, but they're really big bags. They're really big bags. And 2 is 2 bags. You're noticing quite a lack of cider on the stream. Noctia gave me another. Well, she gave me this is the second cider technically. 1 cider an hour seems to be a decent rate. I gotta eat some cake soon though. Yeah, these dioramas. They're only like 800 pieces, Noctia. They're not like they're not like gigantic. I must say though, we are moving faster than the Yoda one. Oh, that's a lot of pieces. Oh my, that's a lot of pieces. Oh gosh, that's a lot of pieces, chat. Oh no, it's a lot of pieces. I think the step 2 is gonna take a while. Oh no, look at all the pieces. Okay. Hey Dutch, can you can you let me know? Nonda would not approve of this, right? As someone who builds Lego properly, Nonda would not approve of this, yeah? Oh no, sort them first. Nah, we don't sort here. We don't sort. Where's C3PO's legs? We're building C3PO. We used to sort, and then sorting got too hard. There's C3PO. Now, is it the good R2D2 or is it the bad R2D2? Because remember, there's a good one and a bad one. The good one has the printing on the back and the front. The bad one has only the printing on the front. This one is the good one. It has the printing on both the front and back. Where's his head? There it is. Hey, 5 Clouds, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Ooh, can that ass fart? That's an interesting question. That is. Do you mean like R2D2's and C3PO's ass? Because I don't think so. I don't believe they can. If you're asking for mine, well, I'm seated quite firmly in this chair, so I don't think we're gonna find out anytime soon. Oh gosh, why did I put all the pieces in here? This is a nightmare. I need this, and I need this. Oh, but that is an interesting first question. Imagine like going in, like think of it like this, right? You're going into a room. Wait, what the heck? Hold up. Oh, I was like, have I missed something? No. Imagine like going into a room of people, right? And then the openly, like, say for example, like someone's sort of like on a stage and they're talking or like chatting to the group. And you go up to the person on the stage and your first things that you say, and you say it quite loudly so like everyone can see it, is, can that ass fart? I mean, it's an interesting, I mean, it breaks the, it definitely breaks the tension. Absolutely breaks the tension. But I would definitely follow it up with a, hello, how you doing? You know? Breaks the tension off the arse cheeks. Ah, see, Dutch, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. My gosh. Yes, that is the size I want. So 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not. No. Oh dear, I'm getting caught on my own microphone. Heck, we do not want that to happen. Oh, there we go. That's the next piece of it. That's no. Wait, hold on. Something's wrong here. What have I done? They start one in. Oh my gosh. You know what? Totally agree. Oh dear. Five Cloud, you're all right, mate. You're all good. Welcome on in. I was more teasing. Is not a problem. I mean, I suppose it says a lot about, you know, being anonymous. What is it? Anonymity? Oh my gosh, it's a word I can't say. Damn words that I can't say. Can someone tell Larzapan and Double Dorky that we found another word I can't say? Here we go with the words. Yeah. Wait, hang on. That's not right. Whoa, hang on. Why have I got... What the heck? You would 100% never say that to someone in person, though? Well, yeah. I mean, I probably would to, like, friends. But, like, I'm talking, like old high school friends that I've known forever. Like, friends that I literally made 15 years ago. Thank you, Gaming Golfer. Anonymity. 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 I can't say it quickly, that's for sure. I can say it, but I cannot say it quickly. By the way, we have the quote there now. Not sure how easy it is for you guys to see it. It's all blurry because cameras be damned. One thing's for sure, we're all going to get a whole lot thinner. Too many syllables for Aussies? Yes. The second you introduce more than 2 syllables, us Aussies, we ain't saying it. Too many. McDonald's, Macca's. Servo station, Servo. Woolworths, Woolies. Syllables be damned. Poor Dutch here last year trying to like translate half the things we were saying. Oh, there we go. Ah! Almost lost a piece. But it would have been a large piece. No wrong. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Speaking of, PAX is coming up soon. Gosh, I'm so hopeful that like PAX this year is just a better PAX. Just because of the stream, you're settling into Lego again. Lego is pretty dope, honestly. If there's one thing I'm super happy that my 30-year-old self rediscovered, it's Lego. But I wish like Bionicle and stuff was still going. But like I don't buy Lego for the sake of buying Lego. I only buy the sets that I'm interested in. And normally that's the slightly more expensive Star Wars stuff. But Lego's just like super chill. Like these 18 plus sets, they're challenging. Like, I mean, you're following instructions, but they are challenging to build. And it's even more challenging to stream the build as well, because you want nothing more than to just get distracted and not actually concentrate on what you're doing. And then you just make mistakes. But yeah, PAX needs to really step up its game this year, honestly. Like I said, Noctia, I'm like, if this PAX is kind of like last PAX, I probably won't go to next year's. Or at least I'll only go one day and then buy my other tickets on the day if I want to. That might be the better way to go about it, is like stop buying 3-day passes. You know, before we actually know what's there. Buy the 3-day passes after everything's been announced on what's going to be there. Honestly, Lego is top tier. That would be in builds. Wait, that would be in builds, but more so on price. That's true. I mean, like that, you can get cheaper Lego. There's cheaper things out there. Where are these going? Where? Oh, there? There. Like Noctia bought some like Chinese knockoff bakery Lego that wasn't Lego, and it was tiny, but it wasn't mini blocks, it wasn't nano blocks, it was just something else entirely, and it was filled with stickers. And normally with stickers on Lego, you're given like a millimeter allowance on all sides of the piece to put the sticker, so it can be on an angle that's still totally fine. These tiny pieces, absolutely no allowance. Like if you stuffed up, it was hanging over the edge. It was terrible. But the builds are really cute, little bakeries. They're just really cute. Five Cloud, the best thing about having your favorite movie on with your favorite drink and Lego set and streaming with a Lego set, I think is more people should do it. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Like these, I mean, obviously you can't super see what's going on. Like I could have a better camera and all that sort of jazz, but there's nothing wrong with this. Like this is just like, you're just chilling. You're just chatting, you know? It's great. I do think it's great. I thoroughly enjoy, like, setting up these streams is a little much because I got to get the table in here. I got to take the camera out of the computer setup and everything. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving pieces to it, right? But it's quite a chill hobby. And then yeah, if you're just building it yourself, like if you really had control, right, and had a bit of impulse control, you could probably get a Lego set every 2 weeks. Like, let's say you were into Star Wars Lego, right? You could probably get a set every 2 weeks, maybe even once. You can even stretch it. You can even stretch to like once a month. And you would be set for the entire year. You would have a night where you just sit down. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Oh no. Hold on. It was the separator. I threw the brick separator. It just yeeted itself out of my head. Oh my gosh. Look, not my proudest moment, all right? Anyway, I'm building a wall now, by the way, if anyone wants to know. I'm building a wall now. Okay. What was I saying? Something about chill Lego nights. And then I decided to not make them chill by streaming it. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay. It's gotten to the point where I'm kind of like finding a needle in a haystack. I'm aware my microphone's only barely catching me, so just bear with me for a second, chat. I could probably do this and you can actually still hear me. This is fine. Stream is scuffed as always. Yeah, exactly. Look, I have like one day the stream won't be scuffed. I promise. I promise wholeheartedly. One day we will be back and doing all the awesome stuff that we were doing before. Ooh, indeed, Pirate Eggs. Ooh, indeed. Waffle Lord, hello. Now that's a face. That's a face. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Hope you're well. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. It's technically pre-birthday. It's not quite my birthday yet, but I'll be doing other things on my birthday night. So thank you. Thank you. How you doing? Oh my gosh. The main reason I love doing birthday streams is because you end up catching a few people that you don't normally catch, which is nice. Oh. I know I'm here after a while. Your sleep schedule's been good. Hey, we love good sleep schedules though. Sleep schedules are there for a reason. All right, I approve. I'm Aussie Defro, and I approve of a good sleep schedule. I don't have one, but I approve of it. You know. Each day is technically a pre-birthday stream. Holy shit, I did not think about that. Okay, chat. What if I was the first streamer to do a pre-birthday stream every stream and then didn't stream on my actual birthday? What do you reckon? Do you reckon that'll work? Is that my get rich quick scheme? Is that how I get famous? Those links always say, want to get followers and famous fast. Would that be that? Would that work? I'm doing fine, Waffle Lord. I've been working like super full time lately, but I've actually stepped back from that to stop working super full time, and I'm concentrating on the things that matter to me more now. So I'm actually really good, and I'm very lucky to be able to do that. That would be a great gimmick. Would it though? Okay. Would there be a post-birthday stream too? Well, no, because the day after your birthday is the first pre-birthday stream to your next birthday. Look to the future, not the past. Exactly. Pirate Eggs has got it. But your birthday is technically almost 31 years ago. This is true. This is very true. Technically, it was almost... The piece is not long enough. This piece is long enough. This piece is long enough. Forgot about my hatred of celery. It's been a while. Well, it's funny. As we were prepping for the stream, I was like, you know what I'm not going to do today? I'm not going to do anything silly with celery. We're just going to chill. We're just going to have a good time. And yes, you know, there'd be people out there going, but it's your birthday stream. You can, you know, get your chat to give you lots of bits and things and to eat celery. I'm like, I'm not doing that today. That's not what I'm doing today. Today, I am doing my own thing and having a good time. Weird. We're talking about birthdays. Your grandma just called you singing happy birthday. Your birthday is December 3rd. Hey, you got to hear from your grandma though. That's pretty cool. How many bits for a celery munch? Oh my gosh, I have to do more tile work on these walls. Yeah, that's still a chat from the grandma. My dad keeps saying I need to talk to my grandma more, and he's not wrong. How many bits for a celery munch? Well, considering I said, like, I'm not doing it today, I feel like I should charge through the roof, right? Like, to break my own promise and commitment, I feel like I would have to charge an exorbitant amount, like an impossible amount that no one would hit. And then I'd be safe, right? It was a nice little chat, exactly. My last chat with my grandma was quite nice. Sure. It's fine. Knock, do you prep the celery? There's nothing to prep. It's literally just sitting in the fridge. Last or most recent? Oh, most recent. Sorry. That sounded really dark, didn't it? No, most recent. No. Most recent. My grandmother is still with me. She's still here. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Yeah. So about that celery, I'm not gonna eat. That escalated quickly. It did. I was like, what do you mean last? What? What did I say? Oh dear. All right, we're almost at an ad break. I will have to get up and run to the little froze room soon. You're gonna be officially playing D&D soon, Waffle Lord? Holy heck. That's so cool. That's actually huge. Tomorrow night we're starting the final chapter of Dramonia live. Who's ready for the final? It's the final arc. Well, final. We're doing some filler. We're gonna do. For those of you who watch every Sunday night, we play Dungeons and Dragons here on the channel every Sunday night, and we're about to go through a small filler arc of like. Shit, I lost a piece again. We're about to do a small filler arc of like wrapping up a few like side quests that we kind of touched on that the party and the players want to finish. Oh, every Sunday, most Sundays. And then we're on the final arc. Like, this is a story we've been telling for so many years. Wait, is it almost 3 years? 2 years? 2 years. 2 years. Have we passed? How long have I been doing D&D for? I don't know. Hey, you gonna go to bed, Fivecloud? All good, mate. Hey, not a problem. No. You are totally fine, Fivecloud. I always judge chat members by how they react to the first comment, not what their first comment is, because there's so many people out there that come in with like out of left field comments for their first comment, and that's totally fine. But it's how they react to my reaction. That's how I can tell you're a good one. So not a problem at all, mate. Get some rest. Enjoy your night. I'll enjoy your morning, and I'll see you when I see you. But yeah, it's been D&D. We'll talk more about D&D after the ad break, everyone. We'll be back in just a minute. I need to go run to the little froze room, so we'll be 2 seconds. Because there is a flu going around in our team, and we work in. It flew in my mouth! Oh my god! Get away from me! You silly little. Fuck. It literally flew in my mouth. Alright, let's see if the cat eats some lettuce. Okay! I'm gonna change game. 1.
Oh, I just seen his face. Oh, that's a... Oh. Oh, it hurts. It hurts just vicariously. not the second bite. Oh.
You know, it's starting to grow on me.
No. No.
I'm under all the sorts of attack. There is a floating deer. Why is that deer floating? Why is that deer floating? Is it gone? Wait. The deer's gone? What the fuck? 2, 1.
It didn't want to go down. It didn't want to. It didn't want you biting it.
Okay. Now hear me out on this one.
Oh no, not again.
The Oreo works better.
I mean, of course it does.
The Oreo works better. Don't want it to... Wait, are we not affected by... We're not affected by the sandstorm because we're rock. Okay, we might actually get out with the Lily. With Bloomer. In fact, we are definitely getting out. Because there is a flu going around in our team, and we work in... It flew in my mouth! Alrighty, I'm back. I think you can all hear me. Get the music going again. Alrighty. You know what's actually really nice? The Twitch app on my phone hasn't closed. They must have updated it so it doesn't close anymore. That's really nice. Oh. Alright. Noctia. Not gonna lie, I'm always tempted to pull up a video of Subway Surfers when I'm talking to Fro. What the actual heck? Oh my gosh. What? Are you telling me, Noctia, that your loving husband, I'm not interesting? The heck? I mean, I don't blame you, but still, come on, give me a little bit of credit. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons can confirm. You lot have been listening to me. Listen to me ramble on for years. 4 years, okay? For ages. I must be interesting at some random point in time. 3 years, 8 months, 22 days. No, I need Noctia. I need Noctia to do a follow age. That will tell us. That will tell us the absolute time that people have been listening to me talk. 3 years, 9 months, 12 days. That's where we're at. That's where... Oh, he's here. Let's go.
Hello, I am here.
Hello, here. I'm Waffle. Thank you, Waffle. And Teacher Mark with the Prime sub. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing, mate? How's school, Teacher Mark? I can ask that because he's a teacher, not a student. Waffle, you decided for your character to go with something simple, a human sorcerer. Sorcerer is a great first-time spellcaster. Because you don't have the complexity of wizard and like with the ridiculous amount of spells, and you don't have the complexity of druid or cleric where you can change your spells every day. Sorcerer? Oh wait, can you change them as sorcerer? I can't remember. But sorcerer is really good. I approve of sorcerer. I was thinking maybe going sorcerer for my first Baldur's Gate 3 character actually. But I don't know. I just loaded up the character creator to play around with it last night, but I haven't actually started playing it yet. To be fair, I've technically followed you for 11 years already at this stage. This is true. This is very true. Noctia and I... In fact, in 5 days? Yeah, in 5 days, Noctia and I are celebrating our third year wedding anniversary, right? Or fourth. Third or fourth. One of the two. To be fair, it's all mixed in with the 11 years of being together. So, I mean, I can't really help. Fourth? Oh my gosh. Oh no, did I muck up? I'm waiting for Noctia to come in and tell me. Or at the very least, glare at me through the doorway. It is fourth. Oh my gosh, it is the fourth. Wait, how does Dutch remember? What? Dutch is right. Oh my god. Dutch remembers more. To be fair, I am 3 ciders in. I just want to point out, I'm 3 ciders in. And that makes me a little silly. See, that's look, it's fine, chat. Don't worry about it. Lost a pan. Oh boy. Here we go. Who gave me ciders? I gave me ciders. I did it because I'm an adult. Yeah, that's our wedding anniversary. We're gonna build the castle. Yeah, we're building a little fort. Oof? Nah, no oof. No oof. There's no oofs here. The only oof is me, really. I am the oof. So I say that all the time at work. I'm like, it's me. I'm the problem. Normally when I'm holding up the elevator. Oh, is that? Oh, I see. 4 years, 10 days later. Oh, that's clever. That's a clever way of looking at it. That's a clever way of looking at it. I can remember. See, okay. The cool thing is I can remember the day because the day is literally 3 days after my birthday. But like a wedding anniversary. Just the years are gonna get muddled. How's the jump? The jump was good. The jump was really good. Okay, chat. Did you guys want? If you guys give me 2 minutes, I'll stay on this scene. But if you give me 2 minutes, do you guys want to see the video of the jump? Because I figured out how I can do it. I'm just gonna quickly attach my phone to the computer. Then I'm gonna copy the video over, and then I can play it on stream. Yeah. Just give me 2 minutes. You're just gonna have to give me 2 minutes, yeah? So I'm gonna keep talking. I can't see you, and you can't see me. Wait, you can't say hello, chat. You can't see me. Hold on, I'm gonna take my phone. I'm gonna take my phone, right? And I'm gonna just crouch down here. All right. I'm still here. Hello, chat. I'm still here. All right, and then we're gonna find a cable. All right. I got the cable. Got the cable. It's all right. Don't worry about chat. Okay. I'm gonna remove the chat there. So now I can't see chat. All right, we're gonna do that. And that is gonna do a thing. All right. Then we're gonna get back up. Oh gosh. Then we're gonna come back around here. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. I should be able to do the rest from here. Okay. Yeah, no, I made Noctia not watch it. Noctia's seen photos. Where would it have gone? I gotta find it. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I've sent Noctia. So chat, you guys have only seen one photo, but there is more than one photo. Here we go. So essentially there's a GoPro footage, and the GoPro took a lot of photos while doing the footage. Skydive photos. There we go. Now these are all photos. The video. I'm just gonna see if the video's in here. Hold up. I'm going through my phone's files, so I'm just looking for it. I think these are just photos. These are just photos. Okay, so let's skydive photos. Where's the skydive? Video. Ah, there we go. I've got it. Copy. Paste. All right, here we go, chat. We're getting there. We're cooking with gas. All right, I'm going to get my phone again. Hold on. Everyone chill there. Hold on. I'm going to get my phone again. Because with the phone, I can see all your reactions on chat a lot faster. Oh. Okay. Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh dear. My chair is revolting against me now. What is my chair doing? All right. Okay. Skydive. All right, let's turn off this music. Okay. Now, hopefully this is not too loud. I'm going to reach across to my audio mixer and turn it down. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, it's not too bad. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I can't see you right now, chat. Give me a second. I'm getting there. Nope. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Hold on. We're getting there. It's the wrong display. Wrong display. Wrong. Stop. 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 There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, just. Okay, fine. Okay. All right. Okay. So, before we oh, you can't even see me now. Hold up. There we go. Okay. All right. Before we do this, he really knows how to unintentionally build suspense. I know, right? So, I just want to before we watch the video, I need you to know that in the days leading up to this jump, I was sick. And when you go skydiving, you can't have any congestion. If you have any congestion, you know how when you fly in a plane and you get really bad like pressure pains like in the ears and stuff like that? You get that, but really fast, really sudden, and it's a lot worse because you're falling. You're falling through the atmosphere, right? So my fear, because I was congested, I wasn't congested in my flight to Queensland because I did this in Queensland. And then I wasn't congested on the day of, but because I had recently been congested, I was a little concerned. And I just want to say, my body might have gone into panic mode when we jumped. Oh, geek.
Guess who is back? Back again. Back for 6 months thanks to tax.
Thank you, geek. Thank you for the resub. You have arrived just in time because we are about to watch the skydive video. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the resub. Impeccable timing. Well done. Well done. So I was just explaining that my body went into panic mode. And that's going to explain some of the really funny faces you're going to see while we do the video. Anyway, I'll shut up now and just play the video. Also, my dad, you see my dad a lot in this, so I'll point him out.
All right, guys.
That's my dad.
Welcome welcome to Skydive Noosa.
Thank you.
I heard you've attempted a few times, yeah?
We have tried.
We've tried, but weather's got us each time.
Weather's got you each time.
To be fair, that was Melbourne, not here.
Well, we've had that trouble lately as well because we had some pretty horrendous weather. But today, it's a beautiful day.
Looking good. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
We've got a beautiful beach to land on.
Yep.
A nice fast plane. Are we ready to go?
Absolutely.
Heck
Give
yeah.
us a thumbs up. Nice to meet you guys. Let's go and get it done.
I just want to say, flying in a tiny plane is so much easier than flying in a large commercial airplane. This takeoff here was the smoothest takeoff I've ever had while flying. I so much prefer tiny planes. Also, this is Noosa. This is the Sunshine Coast. This is where I grew up. How nice! Like that, it's such a good place to grow up. Really nice. Also, it's really funny because these guys are trying to like get all the video footage and they're like bumping into us and pushing us around to try and get the good shots. It was kind of funny. All right, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. You have 2 seconds to realize what's going on. And then you're out. You're going. Oh my gosh. And so right now, all I can do is breathe. I'm focusing so hard on my breathing right now. That's all I can think about. Because you can see me. I'm just, yeah. Am I sitting on a guy's lap? Almost. Look at some of the shots. Oh my god. I cannot. I'm devoting all my brain power to thinking about breathing right now. Oh my gosh. You can look how stressed my neck is. Oh my gosh. Amazing and terrifying in equal parts.
Good work, man. You did an amazing job. Bro, pull this right one down. And hold it down, bro.
So, here, okay. So, I think I black out here because I thought we did one spin. I thought we did one turn. We look at us corkscrew. We corkscrew. We're like going, whoa! Like, that's ridiculous. No one else did that. I was the only one that did that. And you can see it on my face. You can see it on my face going, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yep. My dude really went for it. Oh. You can see I'm so, my body is just not happy. And then we land. We do a good landing. We do a really good landing. That was a textbook landing. And then that's Dad. That's my dad coming in. Their landing's a little heavier.
Darcy, high five, bro. How was that?
Good. Very lightheaded, but good.
A little bit. Do you get motion sickness usually, mate?
No, I do not. No.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what will fix that. A beer.
A beer did fix it.
Mate, pleasure meeting you.
Likewise.
Hopefully we see you jumping again.
Yeah.
Maybe St Kilda is a beautiful jump, bro. So I do highly recommend it.
Imagine if your shoe fell off. That's why they tell you to wear shoes you don't mind losing.
Down there at the moment, but we're glad to have you here on the sunny coast.
Yeah. No. Thank you. It's great. You can see my dad over there finishing up. But yeah. Oops. But yeah. And you want to know what happened straight after that? in typical Aussie DevFro fashion, you want to know what I did straight after that? I almost fainted. I said to him, so the camera turned off, and the reason why the camera turned off so quickly is because I go, hey, I can't see right now, my vision's white. And he goes, and also my mum comes out of left field, right? My mum comes over and like gives me a big hug. And I go, yeah, I actually can't see right now. And then I sit down. Hey, Shaybricks. Hello. Welcome on in, mate. Welcome on in. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you just caught me. I was just showing off the skydive I did recently for my birthday. So yeah, I think it was shock, Teacher Mark. I think while mentally I was really ready for it, and I normally really like adrenaline rides and stuff like that, so I'm pretty cool with it. But yeah, I think my body just wasn't ready to for the jump. So that's why I've been saying I want to jump again. And I think if I jump for a second time, I will appreciate it a lot more. Yeah, my body went nope, exactly. Last man, you said, is that the beach bit where they dug a ditch and a bunch of sand eroded? I don't think it was that section, but there was a section in Main Beach where they did do that, yeah. Sorry, let me scroll back up in chat. I was too busy watching the video. Mama Geek wishes me a happy birthday. Thank you, Mama Geek. Thank you, thank you. Remember, this is pre-birthday. This is pre-birthday, not... My birthday is actually on Monday, but I won't be able to focus on the birthday stuff on my actual birthday because I'll be collabing with someone. So that's why we're doing stuff tonight. Oh. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll put some of the more silly photos in Discord tomorrow so you can all see them because there's some really crazy faces. But yeah, I'm super glad that I did it. I'm really glad that I did it. It was definitely something I wanted to do. What did my dad think of it? Okay, so I don't have his video, so I can't show you his video. But my dad loved it. So for those of you who aren't aware, my dad used to be scared of heights. And I use the keyword used to be scared of heights because he recently went to New Zealand and he did some paragliding. That paragliding actually cured him of his fear of heights. So paragliding is just when you sit in a chair and someone's essentially hang gliding with you in the chair. And my dad had 15 minutes where he was just in the sky and it cured him of his fear of heights. Now, my intention was for the skydive to cure him of his fear of heights. So he, in his video, I've seen the video and I wish I had it because he is laughing and smiling and loving the whole thing. His body did not go into shock. He had the absolute time of his life. He won't do it again because he actually said paragliding is a better memory. And I think someone asked me, do I remember much of it? Was it Lars? Someone asked me. Let me scroll back up. I look like Teacher Mark while skydiving. Oh dear. I did look a little bit like Teacher Mark while skydiving with the hair goes back. I'm glad you all enjoy my hair. Who asked me? Someone asked me if I remembered much of it. I do remember it. But my dad was saying that he has a better memory of skydiving, of paragliding. Last man asked. I knew someone asked. He has more like, because it was 15 minutes where you could just enjoy the views, right? Whereas when you're falling, I'm not sure how many of you have skydived before, but when you're falling, right, there's so much wind pressure that's like pushing back at you. I was trying so hard to control my breathing so I didn't faint. I didn't really get much time to sort of just take in the fall as such, if that makes sense. And then you're not allowed to look down. You've got to keep your head up, because if you look down, you throw some form of balance that you've got. So you've got to keep a very certain position while you're doing the tandem jump. So I was kind of so focused on maintaining my position, maintaining my breathing, that I actually don't remember a lot about the jump itself. I remember the parachuting part afterwards because I was still almost. But the jump itself, I remember the sensation. I remember the difficulty breathing. But in terms of the views, I don't actually remember the view very much at all. I remember the plane ride up. I remember the landing. I remember the parachuting. The fall, it is like a blank slate of physical panic and breathing, which is a little unfortunate, but it's just how my body reacted to it. It was still really cool, and I'm still really glad I did it. And I've got evidence that I did it. Because if I didn't have the video, I feel like I would I think the video makes it, because like the video is kind of like you can go, yeah, I did that, you know? And the photos are brilliant. So yeah, it was good. As I said, I would do it again if I had like a coupon or something for like half price or something like that. I don't think I would pay full price to do it again. But the people there were lovely. The people were really, it's the reason I wouldn't do it at full price again is not because of the people, it's because of me. And I don't trust myself to not like faint again. But yeah, I did kind of faint on the beach afterwards. So that was good. That was good of me. Oh! Ah! No! Microphone away! Hello, everyone. Is everyone okay? Is no one's ears exploded from that, right? We're all right? Okay. I moved the microphone and I was like, oh, it didn't stay there. And I picked it back up. I'm like, why is that staying there? And then it's, what? No, my Lego. Everything's falling. Why is everything falling? Teacher Mark clipped it. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Teacher Mark. I knew you were clipping it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, long story short, skydiving's cool. I recommend, if you do not have a fear of heights, go for it. Or a fear of tiny planes. If you have a fear of tiny planes, you will not want to go. The poor kid before me, though. So there was a few people doing it with us. You saw in the cabin, but there was this kid who went first, and you saw when I went up to the door, I was pushed to the door. I put my head back, and then we went. That was like literally that was it, right? This poor kid that went before me, because he was first. In the plane, there's 3 lights. There's a red light, a yellow light, and a green light. At red light, we're at the right altitude. Prepare yourselves. Check everything. Yellow light, door opens. Person who's going first sits at the door, right? And then there's about 20 seconds between yellow light and green light. And that poor kid had to sit with his legs dangling off the edge of the plane for about 20 seconds. And I'm telling you now, he did not want to be there. He was very I think he was kind of coerced into doing it. Because yeah, he did not want to be there. So his eyes were rolling in the back of his head. He kept looking down, and the instructor kept sort of going, "No, head up," not because he kept going, looking down and going, "Oh no!" And the instructor was like, "No, head up, head up." You know? So, but that's the problem, right? Once you're up there, if you don't jump, no one can jump because there's not enough space in that plane to rearrange people. You're going the second that door, like the second that plane takes off, you're going, and there is nothing you can do to stop it because they will absolutely like it. So it's sort of like a, yeah, but oh my gosh, it was just hilarious. Like I feel sorry for a kid, but like it was just funny to see. It just, and then it was really weird because there was a guy behind, like there's a guy behind, like next to him, and I thought the guy was gonna go next, like the older guy, his dad, but he didn't. It was me next, and all of a sudden I'm being pushed forward. I'm like, oh, I legitimately wasn't ready for it. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going, and then I was at the door, and then I was out the door, and then I was falling. Wait a second. Oh, what am I doing? I don't need to do that. I'm a fool. I don't need to do that at all. I've already done that. I just doubled up in a whole step. How did I even do that? Okay. Anyway, I'm making a wall, by the way, chat. You can't really see it, but I am. Anywho, Teacher Mark, you're hanging around. What's going on? We haven't, I mean, I spoke to you recently, but chat hasn't spoken to you in ages. What's going on, Teacher Mark? You, for those of you who don't know, Teacher Mark, he's been working. He's got a job. Been working at a school. It's been really cool. And recently, he's been assisting with the like the tabletop group at the school, haven't you? So he's been showing kids around Warhammer. And I think that's really cool. So where the heck is my 1x2? What is this? Where is this piece? Oh my god. Where is this piece? Where is this? I'm looking for a piece. Where is it? It's not a 1x2. It's two 1x1s. I'm a fool. I am an actual fool. You strive to hold back the forces of darkness every day so that the world may live another day. That's what you're up to. I mean, that's a pretty succinct way of putting it. I would say a teaching job is akin to defending the world from evil. Very admirable of you. Do you get paid to do it? Is it a paid gig? Because if you get paid to like save the world, that sounds kind of cool. Yeah? Not well. Teacher Mark, nobody gets paid well. The only people that get paid well in this world are CEOs and shareholders. And Noctia. But that's a discussion for another day. Lego money. Is it because Noctia is my CEO? Look, if Noctia is not careful, she'll be CEO of that whole cafe soon. Every second week is free morning tea, though. That's nice. That's actually really nice. You know, they did a morning tea at my work when I wasn't there on Monday. And the Monday I had off, I was like, what the actual heck? I've been bamboozled. The frick is that? What the? Boss would gladly put you in charge if you wanted. It's a hard no, though. Oh, absolutely not. No. I do not wish you being in charge of that place at all. Absolutely not. No. I was joking. Don't worry, Noctua. I'm aware. GG? Like, I'm not gonna lie. And this is probably because, like, I don't understand what goes into running one. But I feel like it would be kind of cool to run, like, a nice little, like, gamer cafe. I feel like that could be really fun. But, and Melbourne would be the place to do it. But I think, like, Noctia would sort of go, nope, that is not a good thing to do. Like a fortress kind of venue, but like small. I don't want something big. I would want something small. Like not quite a hole in the wall, but not seating sort of makes sense. Like, yeah, kind of hard to explain exactly what I want. What about Figurehead CEO? You do nothing and the Shadow Cabal does all the work. Oh, absolutely. We here on the Aussie Dev channel, we wholeheartedly support Shadow Cabals. If there is here is my open offer. If there is a Shadow Cabal that is willing to pay me a decent amount of money to shill certain things, my DMs are open. You have to pay me though. All right, I ain't doing Shadow Cabal work for free. The idea is good, but the clientele, yeah, exactly. The clientele would be rough. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like building this away from the cameras, chat. I do apologize. It's just really hard for me to like sit in a way that allows me to do it. And my hair's being really annoying. Oh, like I can't really like do the microphone and this. It's a little awkward. So I do apologize. I think what I should have done is get the old microphone out, because the old microphone can sit away from me and pick me up. My old microphone is better at picking me up at longer distances, but this microphone sounds better in close range, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like I've got two microphones for two very different purposes. Neither of them exactly what I want. Yeah, it's good to be in a workplace where you can't have Karens. That's actually really good. Not in retail. Not at Kmart. Okay. I had a customer come up to me while I was running away with my, like a whole bunch of Star Wars Lego came out on the 1st of August. Excuse me. And I had it in my hands because I'm like, oh, I've got my gift voucher. I got my bonus voucher. I'm going to spend it on this Lego. And I'm taking it to the counter. And this Lego isn't actually on the shelves yet. It was going on the shelves the next day. I had unpacked it today, or the day that I got it. It's going on the shelves the next day. A customer stopped me and he goes, oh, is all your Lego out? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh, there's just new sets came out. I'm like, yeah, the new sets came out. Yeah, no, they're definitely on their way. They'll be out tomorrow, I reckon. And then he looked in my hands and he saw the new sets. He goes, those are what I want. And I was like, yes, I just unpacked these down in the basement. They're not on the shelves just yet. I was just cheekily putting these to the side so I could get them tomorrow. I do apologize, but they just can't go on the floor just yet. And I ran because I'm just like, this guy, if he pushed me just a little bit more, I would have had to go talk to a manager about it. And then they would have gone, Darcy, what are you doing on the floor with like Lego that's not out yet? I'm like, and I would have been, I wouldn't have been in trouble, but I would have been told like, do it, sneakier next time. But I booked it. And then I waited in the office for an extra 5 minutes before leaving because I didn't want to meet that guy on the way out while buying the Lego that wasn't on the shelves yet. I felt really bad, but then I had the Lego, and I was like, I feel less bad now. One of the few perks of my job, getting a hold of Lego a tiny bit earlier. Generally in a nana, dream parents, nana fana. Popped on there. Oh, I wish we could bop Karens over the head. That'd be like, I really wish there was like a day in retail where you could just go, right, today is the day of retail where retail employees don't have to take what you throw at them. Like a day where you could just say what you wanted and there could be no repercussions. Can you imagine how good it would be if we had that day? Oh my gosh. Isn't it amazing how poorly people treat restaurant and retail workers? Like, it's almost as if like they don't, you know, they just treat them poorly. You see TikToks of it all the time. It's terrible. Do I want to purge them? I don't want to purge it. No. I want a day where retail workers can speak their mind. There's no purging. There's no violence. It's just that if someone makes an unnecessarily silly demand, no, that's not what happened. No. It would be it would be if someone is making unreasonable demands, then you can go, no, I'm not going to refry your chicken tendies because one of them is got one tiny darkened spot on it. You are at a fast food restaurant, sir, and you will take the chicken tendies out of the fryer as everyone else has, right? That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want for the retail workers to be able to go, no, I'm not going to go look out the back when my inventory system says that there's none in stock. Because if the inventory system says there's none in stock, there's none in stock. Now, I admit inventory systems can be wrong. 9 times out of 10, when it says we're out of stock, it's out of stock. Whenever a retail worker says sorry to you because of the wait, couldn't help it, you say, it's okay. It's out of your hands. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I used to say you can tell when someone hasn't worked retail when they make unreasonable demands. Because they haven't. Anyway, am I in my rant era? Because what the hell? What? Okay. It's a very weird thing, but alright. I must be in my rant era. Is that 31 years old when you start ranting, chat? So that's like the second, third, fourth rant? Anyway, I've done this wall. Yeah, let me move it so you can actually kind of see it. There we go. Now you can kind of see what I've done. There we go. I don't know, some people are just awful though. It's true. Hey, Jess, hello. Thank you. Thank you for the early happy birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We are a little bit early, but as I've said a few times tonight, I'll be streaming with Wetterstorb on my actual birthday. Say belated birthday to Jess. Yes. I was about to say, Dutch already calling me out for something that I wasn't going to forget, but no, I was totally going to forget. I'm just gaslighting her. Happy birthday, Jess. Sorry. Happy birthday, Jess. Oh, how was your day? Forget me. How was your day? How was your birthday? What'd you get up to? Did the kids do anything cute for you? You bloody gaslighter. I assure you, I only gaslight for fun, not for harm. I assure you, Chad. I actually, like, real talk, I don't like gaslighting. I only ever do it as a joke, and hopefully everyone understood that it was a joke. You were sick for most of it. Oh no. Oh no. Did you at least get to rest? Please tell me you're celebrating tomorrow with your friend. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. Nice. So what are you doing? Are you going out for lunch or something, or? I'll tell you what I'll be doing on my birthday. I'll be going to work. I'll be going to work, but Anthony, my manager, if you're watching right now, I need you to turn around and unplug your headphones for a second, because this is a secret between me and chat, right? Okay, you've turned around, you've unplugged, good. So chat, I secretly there's like a calendar in the work office, the staff room, right? And the calendar is meant to show like public holidays and stuff like that comes out. And they put up August's calendar, and it's empty. There's literally nothing on this whole calendar, right? It's an empty calendar. And I couldn't help myself. I said to one of my coworkers, Sean, I'm like, hey, do you reckon it'll be funny if I like write my name? Right. So I went on my birthday, I wrote Darcy's birthday. So there's a completely blank, like, official office calendar. And then on the 7th, it's just Darcy's birthday. Oh, dear. Dang it. I jumped a step ahead and I didn't actually see what I was meant to do. I mucked up, chat. I actually mucked up. I should not have done that. The girls were good. They let you sleep in a little. You're taking your kids to soft play. Oh, that sounds cool. Soft play as in like is it like a playground, but like an indoor playground sort of thing? Sorry, I'm like looking at the clock because I'm like, oh, I really need to go to the little froze room. But the ad's in 11 minutes, so I want to try and wait till the ad comes out. And then I'll get some cake. We bought a little cake today. I used to you're gonna get a cake, but goddamn, it was expensive. Oh no! And then Teacher Mark goes, "Is it a good cake?" No, it's a Woolworths cake. It's a cheap cake. It was I went to the local grocery store to buy groceries, a cake, and then the bottle-o was next to Woolies, so I went into the bottle-o. Here, I'll show you guys the cake when we come back from break, yeah? Hey, Phoenix Storm. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Yes, he may live. Yes, it may live. Yes, may he. Oh, yes, may he live. Yes, may he live to be 100. Oh no! And then when he has lived, he's lived. And when he has lived to be 100, we shot him in the wheelbarrow. Whoa! What? You know what? Okay. At that point... Oh my god. Yeah. No, that's actually... Is it genuinely what you're saying? That's really cool. I love that. That's it. I love hearing different like birthday traditions and stuff like that. That's really cool. That's super cool. Look, I would be so lucky that on my 100th birthday... What the heck? Chat, I skipped a step again. I gotta stop doing this. I keep skipping steps. Okay, I gotta stop skipping steps. I would like to hope that when I reach 100, right, I would be so lucky if Noctia is still there to put me in a wheelbarrow. Honestly. I mean, we both have to make it to 100 first. No, with the amount of plushies we're buying, I think we're going to drown ourselves in plushies first. She's pointing. She walked past, pointed at me, and was shaking her head. So I don't think I'm making it to 100. I think she's gonna make it to 100, but I'm not gonna make it to 100. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving the interaction. I'm loving having the door open and having my camera at the door because every time Noctia walks past, I see her. I'm not gonna lie. I'm enjoying it. I stuffed up again, chat. I'm not focusing. We all know you won't see 100. You'll eat Nox's last brownie at around 60 and you'll just disappear one day. That's true. I will, actually. You're not wrong. No, you know what, Double Dog? I'm actually really good. I mean, you're not wrong. That would be how I would go. But I'm actually really good. Whenever there's the last or something, I'm pretty good. Noctia, you tell them I'm pretty good. I don't know. I always check first. I always go, did you want the last of this or something? I'm a regular old gentleman. It may surprise you, chat, but I actually, you know, I'm kind of nice. I know you don't believe it. Your goal in life is to make it to when you're 64, then it'll be the year 2069. Nice. I approve. And 2, to be 69 years old. Those 2 will be amazing. I mean, yeah. Absolutely. For us to be able to go, nice, at some point, that'll be cool. All right, I'm getting my wall. And then I'm gonna... This doesn't work. Oh, it goes under. Ah, it goes under. Okay. Oh, in the year 2069, you're 74. You went the wrong way. No, that's cool. All right, there you go. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. There's my wall. I've made a wall. And now it looks like I'm going to attach things to the wall. Going to make it all attach up. All right, so we're going to grab these pieces and we're going to hook them in there. Again, I do apologize that it's a little tricky to see what I'm doing. Our stream room is not really built for this sort of stuff. I love doing this sort of stuff, but the room is not really built for this sort of stuff, so I do apologize for that. But we make it do. We make it do. We have fun. We enjoy. It's a good time. I think I'm going to have to run the ads 5 minutes early. I do apologize, chat. I think I do. Oh, look at that door. That door is really cool. Look at that door. That's really cool. Yeah, I do. I do really need to pee, Dutch, if you want to be a little cross about it. All right. Yeah, sure. All right. I'm going to run the little froze room. I'm going to run the ads now. So because the ads, they're going to run in 6 minutes anyway. So we either get the ads in 6 minutes or we get the ads now. So they're going to run anyway. I'm going to run the little froze room and then I'm going to have some cake here and we're going to keep building Lego. That's what we're going to do. Thanks for your understanding. I'll see you all in a couple minutes. Because there is a flu going around in our team, and we work in. It flew in my mouth! Oh my god! Get away from me! You silly little. Fuck. It literally flew in my mouth. Alright, let's see if the cat eats some lettuce. Okay! I'm gonna change game. 1.
Oh, I just seen his face. Oh, that's a... Oh. Oh, it hurts. It hurts just vicariously. No, not the second bite. Oh,
You know, it's starting to grow on me.
no. No.
I'm under all the sorts of attack. There is a floating deer. Why is that deer floating? Why is that deer floating? Is it gone? Wait. The deer's gone? What the fuck? 2, 1.
It didn't want to go down. It didn't want to. It didn't want you biting it.
Okay. Now hear me out on this one.
Oh no, not again.
The Oreo works better.
I mean, of course it does.
The Oreo works better. Don't want it to... Wait, are we not affected by... We're not affected by the sandstorm because we're rock. Okay, we might actually get out with the Lily. With Bloomer. In fact, we are definitely getting out. Because there is a flu going around in our team, and we work in. It flew in my mouth. Oh my god! Get away from me, you silly little. Fuck. It literally flew in my mouth. All right, let's see if the cat eats some lettuce. Okay. I'm gonna change game. 1.
Oh, I just seen his face. Oh, that's a. Oh. Oh, it hurts. It hurts just vicariously. No, not the second bite. Oh.
You know, it's starting to grow on me.
No. No.
I'm under all the sorts of attack. There is a floating deer. Why is that deer floating? Why is that deer floating? Is it gone? Wait. The deer's gone? What the fuck? 2, 1.
It didn't want to go down. It didn't want to. It didn't want you biting it.
Okay. Now hear me out on this one.
Oh no, not again.
The Oreo works better.
I mean, of course it does.
The Oreo works better. Don't want it to... Wait, are we not affected by... We're not affected by the sandstorm because we're rock. Okay, we might actually get out with the Lily. With Bloomer. In fact, we are definitely getting out. because there is a flu going around in our team, and we work in. It flew in my mouth. Oh my god! Get away from me, you silly little. Fuck. It literally flew in my mouth. Alright, let's see if the cat eats some lettuce. Okay! I'm gonna change game. 1. I'm back. I'm sorry it took so long. I was getting cake. I'm sorry. I'm back. Oh my gosh. Alright, my bad. Alright, hold on. Let me, I also can't see chat because my phone is here. Give me a second. Oh, I better turn on the music as well. There we go. Alright, I lost chat, sorry. Now I'm back. Now I'm even close to the microphone again. Oh, we could be so lucky. Not clips chat. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let me just quickly see what happened here. Okay, so yes, Geek, you've got no ads now. Very good. Well done. Thank you, Taxman. Jess, you're going to go play some Graveyard Keeper. That's a good game. I approve. I should finish that game. I actually got like halfway through it. I should really finish that. It's a really good game. Double Dorky won the Battle Royale. Well done. Oh, shit. Wait. Geek, you changed your name? Oh, okay. There you go. Oh, as in you changed to your current name. Right. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So, cake reveal. It is a chocolate and caramel ganache cake from Woolworths. It is looking pretty tasty, I do say so. The reason I took so long to get back is because it was in some packaging that was very difficult to open, especially while a little tipsy. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's good. Don't worry, chat. Noctia has graciously agreed to maybe make me a cake for my actual birthday. So don't worry, chat. There will be another cake. Yes, chocolate caramel. Chocolate ganache with caramel, like, frosting, I suppose? Maybe? Hold on, what the heck? When did that piece get there? What the heck? Did I miss a step? I hate it when it's... With the... What? With... When? Where? How? Why? What? 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 Oh, I did miss... Oh my gosh. I missed a big step. Hold on. Hold up. I missed kind of a big thing. Hold up. Let me fix this. I missed a major step. There we go. That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. There we go. Now it's actually like hooked in properly. There we go. Oh my gosh. Hey, Polybius. Hello. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you've been all right. Hope you've been well. Good to see you again. How's things been? Oh dear. Okay, now I'm not missing steps. Look. Blame the cider, okay? I skip steps because I'm not gonna lie. Actually, that's all right. The cider has not really hit me that hard. I've been kind of... The cider has been a little lukewarm in terms of like how much it's hit me. I don't think I can blame the cider on the mistakes I'm making. I think I'm making the mistakes. I think this is legit me mistakes. Legit Aussie Dev Pro mistakes. And that concerns me. That concerns me, chat. Sorry, I'm just skipping ahead to just look. This is the back. Oh. Yes. Yes? Yes, I'm right. Okay, cool. Just checking about where things actually go. Hope the birthday stream is going very well. Yeah, nah, he's going well. He's going quite good. I've just been chilling. I didn't want anything out of the stream. I just wanted to chill, do Lego, drink some cider, eat some cake, and hang with friends, which I'm absolutely doing all of these things. Excuse me, it's been great. It's been really, really good. I've been thrilled. Yeah, Noctia's got my last name now. That's true. That's true. What? What? Nonka's marriage. Yeah, this is true. If Noctia said to me, Darcy, I don't want to take your last name because it sounds like shit, I would have gone, fair enough. Okay. That's fine. Totally okay. If she had gone, Darcy, I don't want your name because it's your name and your name's gross and you're gross, but I'm going to marry you anyway, I would have gone, okay, I take a little bit of offense to that, but I also understand. So, you know. Oh gosh, why is my phone? What are you doing? Why is my phone? Hang on a second. My phone wanted to go into... Why did the screen just dim? That's not right. Phone, be good. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry about the loud noise there. I need to locate some form of boom arm for these microphones that don't make noise when they are shifted. But that probably doesn't exist, does it? Does it exist? That'd be really expensive though, right? Or at least, like, do I need one with like a shock mount? Is that what a shock mount does? Chat? Okay. Yeah. Look, you know what they say, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And I think that's a good saying. It's a famous saying, but it's one of the few sayings I quite like. You know, because like family's one thing, but you know, who you hang out with, who you marry, who you decide to make a family with, like that's all on you. You can always make a new family, exactly. You can always make a new family. Literally or figuratively, you know? Oh, we're going that way now. Okay, this is... Okay, alright. My name's boring. I have, like, no interesting stories behind my name. I am Darcy, which is my name, and my parents chose it purely because they just liked the way it sounded. It has no meaning. It has no link to, like, Mr. Darcy for Pride and Prejudice or anything like that. It's just literally just they liked it. My middle name is literally after my grandfather, which I'm happy to have his name as my middle name. That is totally fine. But it's a fairly, you know, normal middle name. And then my surname is... My surname's pretty cool. My surname's a little different. I wouldn't say my surname's common. I haven't heard my surname. This is a really weak piece. What the heck? Why is that so weak? I haven't heard my surname. Yeah, I'd say it's a fairly... It's not like a long surname, but it's not common either. Hey, Gritty Police, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Thank you, I appreciate it. I can't actually hit my hype button right now, but chat, if you can... There we go, thank you, Dutch. Do you find people consistently get our surname wrong despite it being simple? Oh yeah, yeah, people do get it wrong. They put an N in it. I'm not gonna like say what the surname is, but I find a lot of people put N's in our surname. Teacher Mark, do you get that a bit? Where is this going? It goes like that. Goes in line like that. Okay. So it's like adding a. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What the heck? This is weird. It's right, but it's weird. Okay, so it just goes in. All right. You've had N's, L's, and P's? Oh, really? Real P's? Okay, L I can kind of get. N I absolutely understand. But P? Sorry, chat. Well, obviously, Teacher Mark and I are not going to say our surname on stream, obviously. But, like, it's a fairly, like, if you heard our surname, it's a fairly, like, easy surname. Why not? I don't know. Why wouldn't I say my surname on stream, Dutch? I don't know. Oh. That's good cake. Sorry, I need to figure out why my app is why it's going dark mode now. Stay. That's weird. Yeah. Yes, because Teacher Mark is easily identifiable by his surname. Yes, this is true. Oh shit, we're marrying them up now. Okay. All right. Oh heck, hang on. I gotta move this. All right. Martin does sound a little common. All right. Hold on. What am I doing here? I think I'm doing this. I think I'm doing that. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, chat, but I'm doing this. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's really clever. Okay, so I'm going to try and show you. So I've got these little tabs here, see? They've created those little tabs. And then at the back here, see those red gaps? So essentially, we're just marrying up the tabs. And then you've got these two bits, and these two bits here are linking up. Oh, that's strong. That's actually really strong. And now, as you can see, at the back here, that's where C3PO and R2D2 are going to sit in the back there. So there you go. How cool is that? Yeah, I like this. This is a cool build. All these dioramas have been really cool builds, and I think I'm going to strengthen it now with a couple of little cross bits. Yeah, I put these cross bits in the back here. Somehow. There we go. 1 and 2. There we go. So now, see those brown bits there and there? Those brown bits are like little cross bits that have gone inside, so it's secured it. Really locked it in. Oh, how cool's that? Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking really good. Nice. It's a lot of... Wait, hang on. I missed the control panel, chat. I missed the control panel. Hold on. I've placed the control panel. The control panel's in there. Wait, I'm scamming chat? Excuse me? No. It's pre-birthday. What did I call the stream? Did I call it birthday or pre-birthday? Uh-oh. Am I actually scamming chat? Oh my gosh, I'm actually scamming chat. Look, this is the birthday stream, okay? Because on Monday, Orb, wait a still. Oh no. What are we doing on Monday, Orb? What are we doing? Pre-birthday stream. Oh my gosh. No. Now I can't scam chat. Orb, what do we do on Monday? And what do I not wanna get in the way of? But I'm not gonna do birthday stuff. We'll do our Pokemon stream. It will just happen to be my birthday. Right now, I'm doing the birthday stuff, right? Drinking cider. I'm eating chocolate cake. No. I'm making Lego. I'm chilling with my friends. That's what I'm doing. Bag number 3. Let's go. I tell you, chat, we might actually be able to finish this build. Are birthdays even a thing after you turn 30? I don't know. Are birthdays a thing after you turn 30? I'm going to say yes. The next milestone is like your 50th, right? Like, would you really celebrate your 40th? $40 is a milestone? I'm going to make some fake stormtroopers. Yeah? Okay. Are these legs different? Yes. Leia gets the plain white pants. Stormtrooper Luke gets the Stormtrooper pants. And that's Luke. That's Leia. I haven't really celebrated any of your birthdays after 30. We celebrated a bit in this year. Becoming 35, yeah. Excuse me. I tell you, Stormtrooper Luke is not a minifigure you get that often, is it? I'd say it's one of the rarer ones, eh? Sorry, I'm breathing a lot into the microphone because it's in a really awkward place, so I do apologize for that, everyone. There we go. You just had a Macca's burger because you were hungry? Oh. Macca's, okay. Macca's are doing a burger right now that has a cheese patty. So it's got the regular beef patty, and then it also has a deep fried cheese patty in it too. Oh my gosh. A cheese patty. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I was like, I tried it and it was all right. It was all right. It could have been better. It could have been cooked a bit better. But it was okay. Oh, my back, chat. I need a like a better chair for this. You know what I actually need to do? Oh my god, I just solved all my problems, chat. I legitimately, I just moved my microphone a little bit and I have just solved all my problems. Oh, I'm so comfortable right now. I've been uncomfortable all freaking stream. And then I just like, wait a second. If I just move the microphone and angle it differently, I'll be comfortable, and I can talk directly into the microphone. So, chat, guess what? I don't have to project my voice as much anymore, which is really good. That burger looks so good. The burger looks really good. The cooking of the burger left a little bit to be desired, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. You know what else I can do? Is it kick your butt in Pokemon tomorrow? So I can absolutely do that. I'll do that. I won't even ask for pay. I'll just do it. Not get such a directional mic. Shut up. Shut up. Let me make my mistakes. Let me make my mistakes. You'd probably go for either chicken or Angus though, not the regular beef. Wait, is there a chicken version? I didn't even see the chicken version. I had the Angus version. I didn't even see the chicken version. What the frick? Oh my gosh. Noctia, we're going out for Macca's tomorrow. I kid, we're not going out for Macca's tomorrow. Because I would prefer to not go to Macca's tomorrow. There'll be a Macca's run at some point this week, but I would prefer it to not be tomorrow. I didn't know it was this directional orb. I knew it's a good mic. Like, as long as I'm conscious of the direction, it's a good microphone. It's funny. I've got one microphone that's it's too, I don't know, it picks up everything. And then I've got this one which is super directional. I want one in the middle. Oh my god, oh, what the hell? Noctia. Noctia's on it. Like your microphone? Yeah, I think like your microphone. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I like this song. This one's nice. Never mind, Macca's do a cheeky Nando's run. Gaming Golfer, I actually don't eat a lot of Nando's. If any Nando's, actually, I had a friend or have a friend. I mean, we're probably not super great friends now because we just don't talk too often. That's my bad. I'm really bad at communicating. But like, yeah, I don't really go to Nando's. Yeah, like there's a Nando's near my work, but like you can't just have Nando's for lunch because it's just too far away. And I can't really bring home Nando's because there's no Nando's around us. So Nando's is... how many times can I say Nando's in a single sentence? But yeah, Nando's just isn't really an option for me. Yeah, your microphone is actually really good. I don't want to buy a new microphone though. I'm one of those people that will... it's really hard to see this right now. Will stubbornly use something until it dies. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, see, I can't use a USB mic anymore. So that's my problem, chat. I actually can't use a USB microphone anymore. My microphone is condenser, is XLR only. You're the same. You only recently got a new headset and mic. Yeah, and like you're sort of like, oh yeah, it's really good, and then you get it home and you start using it at home, and you're like, oh, is it like you start seeing the faults and things? I do it all the time. Whenever I buy something expensive, I like immediately start picking out the faults in it. I'm like, why do I do that? Just enjoy the shit you buy, you know? You need a new headset and mic for your laptop? I mean, Kmart now has like an entire line of gaming gear. Plug. Kmart sponsor me. What the fuck is this? You mean use the thing to death? Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Absolutely use the thing to death. Where the frick is this piece? Oh my gosh. Whose idea was it to not organize these pieces? What the actual heck? Where? There it is. I found it. I found the piece. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. I saw you all panicking. Don't worry about it. I got it. Aussie mic? What? You all could hear me, right? I know you could. You could all hear me, right? It was hard to hear me, but you could all hear me, yeah? That was the joke. The joke was we were talking about how directional my mic was, and then I moved away from it, and you could barely hear me. Yeah. The subtleties of the joke make sense to only people who have had a few ciders, okay? That was a joke only Orb and I probably get. Because Orb's probably had a few beers. I've had a few ciders. Look, you've had a few drinks today. Yep. That's what I thought. What? We both had a few drinks. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. I'm being stared at. It would have been funny if Noctia like put that in chat and then I looked up and she was there staring at me. I hate that you know me so well to assume you had drinks. Or if there's one thing that people if we learn very quickly about you is that you enjoy a cheeky drink, alright? That would involve getting up. I'm actually shocked that you're no, I was gonna say shocked you're awake, but You've been up later than normal for the last couple of nights, actually. So, I'm not as shocked as I would be. I just appreciate, like, everyone who's, like, been chilling with us tonight. For everyone who, like, you know, has popped in and out, you know, for everyone who's chilled and hung around, everyone who came in on raids and all that sort of jazz, you know, thank you. I appreciate that you've all popped in here. I know that these streams where I do something unconventional like, you know, build this Lego or whatnot, I know they're not like the most exciting streams, and I know I'm not like the greatest conversationalist out there, but I really appreciate those of you who tune in and I know like most of you are lurking, and I love that. I love that you know, feel comfortable enough to just like enjoy your evening the way you want it and have me on in the background. So thank you. You're all fantastic. Noctia, make Aussie get you a drink or food. No, Noctia's fine. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I made sure Noctia had a good... We had prawns. We had prawns for dinner. We had American spiced prawns with garlic rice and coleslaw. And that was delicious. Hashtag not sponsored by HelloFresh, but still using HelloFresh after being sponsored by HelloFresh. I mean, is there any like greater like, you know, greater message of an acceptance of a sponsor if you continue to use the sponsor's services after you've been sponsored? I feel like there is no greater like... Sorry, I'm still breathing into my microphone. That is really bad. I need to like twist. I just realized this whole microphone is like kind of loose. I think I need to investigate this tomorrow, chat. Why is my microphone so loose? You like my phone stand? My phone stand, it's actually the case. But the case is dying. Yeah, I'll show you in a second, Orb. Here. So, the case has a little, like, kickstand on it, see? But it's dying. It's like, I'm not sure how easy it is to see, but, like, the sides are coming out. The sides are coming out. You have to just trust me when I say the sides are coming out. But I actually really like this case as well. It's been really cool. I want one with a kickstand like it. But I think I want a different material. You were there when my friend gave me my new phone? You were, that's right. I have to hit up Alpha Wolf for a new case or something. It was like a secret handover. It was like, here's the goods. You're gonna head off for a birthday party? Oh my gosh, Dutch. Leaving one birthday gathering for another birthday gathering. What the actual heck? Nah, enjoy your birthday party. Noctia, you're also heading to bed. That is understandable. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably not too far off. Is it Aussie's birthday party? I am not running a party. Don't you worry. I am not running a party. I'm thinking 10:30 might be a good send off. Because I got more tiles to do here. And I tell you, these tiles, they're gonna be the death of me. You're not sure your mum? It's your mum's birthday party. Oh, Dutch, you get your ass over there. Wish your mum a happy birthday. I feel like we've had this discussion before on a previous birthday stream I've done. But you getting over there, you wish her a happy birthday. You give her a big hug. And you say, that's from my online friends. And your mum will be like, what the actual heck? Nah, have a good night, Dutch. Noctia. I'd say have a good sleep, but you're probably going to be bothered for me by another 27 minutes. According to my clock. She remembers the D&D singing for her birthday. Ah. Wait, is that going to line up again? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I actually have some water. All right. Oh. For the rest of you, though, was it her birthday last Tuesday? That's true. That's fair. Wrong hydrate? Nah, I think I'm going to save the rest of the ciders for tomorrow night. Or Monday night. I'll save them for Monday night, Orb. Huh? How's that sound? We can do cursed Pokemon fusions with drinks. All good, Dutch. Enjoy your day, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, we're getting there, chat. I'm building another wall. There's a lot of wall building today. Oops, sorry. Did not mean to do that. Oh, going back to D&D, right? I've been like super keen on the idea of Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I've got it sitting there. I mentioned this earlier. I've got it sitting there installed, and I had a quick play around with the character builder last night. Saw the nudity buttons, pressed the nudity buttons because, I mean, what else am I going to do with it? Giggled at the nudity buttons because, again, that's kind of what you got to do. But it's kind of like, it's one of those games where I don't think I can play it on stream because it's such a big game. I've been hearing it's just like, if I was streaming full time, it would be different, right? If I was streaming full time, I'd be like, yeah, that's definitely a game I could play on stream. But it's just a commitment and a half, and I don't think we can do it. Orb twisting your arms for drinks on Monday with Pokemon. Oh, Aussie, stop twisting so hard. I am the worst twister. Oh, hang on, I can't read these. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? Those are the ones I want. But yeah, I was just like reading through a lot of the options. I wasn't like building the character, but just looking through the classes, the races, and the subclasses and stuff like that. There's so much in that character builder. My gosh, is there a lot in that character builder? It's like full on. You know what it reminds me of, and I've been seeing this mentality a lot. It reminds me so much of of Dragon Age Origins, which also was a wonderful game. But like, if Dragon Age Origins was made, you know, closer to D&D, if that makes sense. So no Arthur Rudy run. I think it's hard, Orb. Without knowing. Shit. I stuffed up. It's a long game, Orb. And like, if we were to do an Arthur and Rudy run, we would have what, one. We'd have 1 day a week, possibly, that we could do it, if that makes sense. So 1 day a week where we can play for, let's be real, right? Because of the way our schedules line up, you could do like a 4-hour stream, if that. 4 hours a week to do a 100-hour game minimum. That's a lot of that's a lot of streams. That's a lot of weeks. 10 weeks would only get you 40 hours. It would take you an entire year almost. It'd be a long time. It'd be a very long time. I'm not sure. There are other games. Push 2 if we really had to. Well, I mean, yeah. I think you'd have to. I think you'd need to pick a game that one of us knows quite well, and you'd be able to, like, not speed run it, but like push fairly well through it, if that makes sense. If you have someone who knows the game, then you're able to just sort of like avoid the faffing around about it. I mean, that was the thing. Teacher Mark knows Divinity Original Sin or Divinity 2 or whatever. One of those, like, really well. And we did that. We attempted that once a week. And we still, like, took forever. I agree, it's a long game. Probably not for streaming. So I can't play the game more than a month, except D&D. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Is that just, like, commitment to the game, not just from, like, a streamer perspective, but like a viewer perspective as well. It's probably just not the best. Again, like, if we were committing like a full 8-hour stream to it, I could definitely see it happening. But we'd need to commit an 8-hour stream to it, and that's not doable. I don't think that's doable. Who has the time? Yeah. There you go, Teacher Mark. It took us an entire stream to beat the boat fight leaving the prison for Divinity 2. And I'm guessing, Teacher Mark, that boat fight is not meant to take an entire stream. That boat fight should have been very easily doable. I think because we were trying to do the lone wolf thing and it was just 2 of us, it wasn't a good. But that's fine. That's okay. That's the thing. Like, not every. Why do I have a spare R2D2 leg? That makes no sense. Give up sleep. Do 8 hours. Oh, give up sleep. What? Oh, Orb. Give up sleep. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. Give up sleep. And be a very cranky fro. I don't think I'd be cranky. I think I'd just be disappointed in myself. So I just want to say, this is a very solid wall I've built. It's a very, very solid wall. Hang on. Oh, they connect. Oh, hold up. They connect? What? Hold up. How do they connect? Where does this connect? Whoa, hold up. Like this? Like that? Where? How? Oh, in there. Oh, in there. Like that? Like that. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sleep is for the weak, and I am a weak man. There we go. There we go, chat. I built that wall. I think I'm just going to build another one. Oh, I got to do some more things to this one, but I think I'm going to just build another one after this. Oh. I mean, I fall asleep after 10. You see me at D&D. You do have a habit of falling asleep at your computer. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe we gotta start looking at coffees for you rather than alcohol going into D&D. No, I think we'll have to have a good conversation, like, between the group. I think we need to have a good conversation about, oh my gosh. It's a raid. Heck. Tradie frickin' plays coming in there with that raid. Oh, how goes the Dark Souls 3? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about the Dark Souls 3 while I eat chocolate cake, please. Seriously, how you going, mate? How'd the stream go? Tradies chat, welcome on in. Welcome to a much more chill stream than you were probably watching, because I can only assume that Tradies' Dark Souls gameplay is as violent as he is. Dude, Lord of Cinder, he's kind of tough. If you've never fought him before, he's kind of tough. I still recommend the DLC. I actually really liked... I thoroughly liked the Lord of Cinder as a final boss, because it's just... The Lord of Cinder represents the player. It represents a player character made from the first game. I'm pretty sure that's what it is designed to be. And I think that's so cool that they go, yeah, like the players from the first game, there were all these different builds. And he rotates through them. You can't get through the spear attacks. Oh, the spear? Are you, what sort of build are you running? I asked this the other night. You're doing like a pyro build, yeah? Like a pyro int build? Yeah. You've gone to get Havel's armor. You got to grind crazy amount of weight to mid-roll with it. Really? Wow. Yeah, pyro strength. Yep. Wow. So, okay. Considering you've gone pyro strength, I can now see Havel's armor working out. That's cool, though. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever worn Havel's armor. In Dark Souls 2, the heaviest I went was the Smelter Demon's armor. And that's been the only pure strength build I've ever gone. But, Havel's armor? I should try. I'm not going to lie. I've been feeling the itch for another Dark Souls run. But if I'm going to do another Dark Souls run, I want to theme it. I want to theme it like off my D&D character, kind of like how Orb and Roju's done. Don't mind me. I'm just putting like the like scenery pieces on this wall, but I need to like have it close to me, so that's why it's like a little tricky to see. Maybe Elden Ring. Teacher Mark, you are very, very keen on that Elden Ring discussion, aren't you? You know, for me to do Elden Ring with you, modded, Teacher Mark, might I add, I would have to get the PC version. I'd have to buy an entire copy of Elden Ring. Because, you know, silly me, I bought the Xbox version of Elden Ring because I enjoy playing things on Xbox. No, I've got it on console, dude. I don't buy anything on PC if I don't think I'm playing with other people. That's just what I do. Trady, you're dealing really good damage, but you've just been struggling with survivability. Yeah, so if you can mid-roll with Havel's set, you'll be fine. You'll be able to tank that spear. But I mean, play with Teacher Mark. Well, I didn't think... honestly, okay, like, I'm not... Teacher Mark and I, we've had Souls discussions before, right? We've had discussions about Souls-like games. Now, we played through Bloodborne together, and I, honestly, even to this day, I'm flabbergasted that we played through a Souls-like game together. I remember sitting down with you, Teacher Mark, and having you try Dark Souls 2, which admittedly was probably not the best one to try out with you. But I remember you just going, you don't understand it. Like, you don't understand what the appeal is. Well, like, you dragged through Bloodborne? Wait, I dragged you through Bloodborne, or you dragged me through Bloodborne? Because you were very bad. Okay, chat. I need to clarify something here, right? Teacher Mark is not bad at Bloodborne. Yes, he got stuck at an early game boss. However, we did the true ending of Bloodborne. And what we didn't know is that when you fight the final boss of Bloodborne, it kicks you out of co-op. So the final boss is a 2-stage boss. We didn't know that in the transition of the stages, it kicks your co-op partner out. Teacher Mark first tried the final boss of Bloodborne. So I just want to say, he says he's not good at it, but he still did it. Just putting it out there. He still freaking did it. And then I had to fight the final 2 bosses by myself because Teacher Mark had beaten the game. Of course, you know, so... So I'm better. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm better. But he still did it. Just don't make me fight Gascon again. Okay, I assure you I will not find a boss in Elden Ring that works like Gascon and make you fight him again. Is Bloodborne normally co-op? Bloodborne is actually a lot easier to co-op than Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 is. Because on the PlayStation 4, you were able to put in a friend code that locked the signal together. So you were able to actually play with your friends a lot easier in Bloodborne. Which is a shame that I don't have a PlayStation that's easily accessible, because I would not mind playing through Bloodborne again. I think it was a good game. Is it my favorite Souls-like game? I'm not too sure. I need to play it again. But it was a good game. It was a good game. I feel like you're heaps worse at Dark Souls 3 this run, because I'm really struggling with bosses. And last run I beat half them first try. Yeah, it's weird like that, hey. I mean, I've played a lot of Souls-like games on stream and off stream. I kind of look at it as I don't get upset at myself for not playing better or worse than previous runs, because every run is different, right? Every build is different. The way you're playing the game is different. Your state of mind, like your focus on the game, everything's different, you know? So I don't necessarily get upset if I'm not playing a Souls-like game well, because it's just not the day for it, maybe. Or be like Dark Souls 1 the most. I don't. I have like the worst. I think Dark Souls, I think still to this day, my favorite Dark Souls game is Dark Souls 3. I enjoy. Oh, it's really hard. It's so hard to rank Souls-like games. You know what? That's a tier list stream. Souls-like game tier list stream. I'm gonna do it. That's a good tier list stream. I like it. That will create so much chaos. I will be cancelled so hard, but it absolutely has to be done. Oh my gosh. Ah, that would be so much fun. You'd be wrong because you like Sekiro. Sekiro, it's hard because like and understand are two very different words. I liked it once I understood it. And understanding Sekiro is it is paramount to playing it. And even then I skipped so much in Sekiro because I wasn't good at it. And even though I understood how I was supposed to play it, I just couldn't let go of I couldn't let go of not needing to dodge, right? It took a lot of work to realize that I just had to stand there and let the attack hit me, if that makes sense. Because that's just so wrong. Like, why would you stand there and let the attack hit you? That's not right. But that's exactly what you had to do. Because letting the attack hit you allowed you to parry it. And by parrying the attacks, you did a lot more. But I'm not going to lie, I still like, when I could sniff the ending, I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. That being said, the final boss was absolutely amazing. The final boss was a slog and a half, but I loved it. It was so good. You can see I'm slowly building this up. Oh, slowly building up. Slowly getting there. All these bits of trash. Orb, you agree with Trady, but you understand Sekiro, but still not rated high? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm not saying no one has to like every Souls-like game. It's like The Surge and The Surge 2, right? I loved The Surge and The Surge 2, but I know that a lot of people hate it. The Surge 2 is so much better than The Surge 1. But The Surge 2 kind of is missing a bit of what made The Surge 1. Like, the atmosphere of The Surge 2 is different than The Surge 1, but The Surge 2 had a better game overall. The Surge is what used to be called in high school. Oh dear. Alright, I've used my spare R2-D2 leg now. I actually like how they're doing all these random junk bits. It's actually really clever. It's super clever how they're doing these junk bits. It's just an eclectic bunch of bits. It's really cool. I hope I'm doing it right. It's hard to figure out. Anyway. Alright. Look, I know we didn't finish it. Like most builds we start on stream, I always finish it off camera. But I am now starting to get tired. It's been a 4-hour stream, and I'm quite happy. I'm quite content. I know we've been chatting some really good chat about like Souls-like games and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna call it there. I think I'm gonna turn in, just because, you know, is my stream, and I can choose to do that. But yeah, I wanna just a huge thank you to everybody who's joined us tonight. Whether you popped in, whether you've tuned in for a while. Look, there you go. You can see me on big screen now. But I hope you've all enjoyed the Lego stream. I thoroughly love doing these streams. I love doing these Lego streams. They're hard to set up. They're time consuming to, set everything back, but I thoroughly enjoy doing them. Sorry that this one was a little ramshackle. I mean, I feel like they're all a little ramshackle, but tomorrow night we'll be back to our regular Dungeons & Dragons. Monday night, Pokemon Fusions with Wetterstorm. Wednesday, Zelda. Saturday, Zelda. That's where we're at. That's what we're going to keep doing for a while. I will actually update the schedules and everything like that properly, and I'll make sure there's a schedule post going out on Twitter, X, or whatever he freaking wants to call it, and Discord throughout the week. I'll try to actually get on top of all that again, because that's what my extra time is for. So thank you, everyone. Have a lovely night. I'm going